The U.S. Colonial Marines. We get the job done. We'll never leave a man behind. We've got the best equipment. The best people. And we'll go to the furthest edges of the galaxy to show up and get shit done. It's not just the ships or the places you'll go or the enemies you'll defeat. It's the company you keep. The USCMC. We're there to...
Movement! She's moving all over the place!
Hello, everybody. What's happening? It is Thursday, and we are ready to play yet another thrilling episode. Why am I speaking like this? I gotta stop. Stupid. Yeah. Yay! Xenomorphs! God. Can you imagine that Muppet show? Can you just imagine that Muppet show? It's like, on tonight's episode, we've got the Xenomorph. And at the end, instead of like Gonzo and his like trumpet, just like a little like tongue comes out of it and goes. Oh God, Jonathan. For real. I mean, Disney owns the Muppets, and now they own Alien. Come on, Disney. Yes. Xenomorph Queen. It's, oh my God, I can just imagine this right now. Like, right? It's like Xenomorph Queen, like encroaching on Kermit. Kermit has like the scared face, and then out of nowhere, Miss Piggy in the fucking, like, she's like, get away from him, you bitch! Oh my God, the best ever. Amazing. Okay, folks. Let's get back into this. This is the Frontier War episode 12. It totally writes itself. We have gathered here. This is how it starts, folks. We have here gathered tonight our amazing crew of Colonial Marines, and I, your game mother, out to make sure that everybody lives, in the words of Doctor Who, just this once. No, just for once. But in all seriousness, that would be nice. We have had, of course, two relatively new Marines join your stalwart crew. You've had in the last episode Isaac Newt, a tech Marine. And Winters, although not a Marine, certainly a medic, and who has been assigned to your group for any kind of healing that can be done, and God knows you need it. So, of course not. Absolutely not. It's just a flesh wound. Absolutely. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get right into it with a recap of what happened previously. Sorry. Previously. I have to say it quieter. Previously. Someone has told me, shh. I say it too loud. So I'm going to speak it really quietly. Previously. No, that's too soft. I can't do it that soft. I have to go louder. Is that okay? Okay, fine. Previously on the Frontier War. Christ. All right. Okay, now listen up, Marines. Especially you two newbies, Winters and Isaac, okay? In your continuing misadventures, you've been assigned by your new CO, Colonel Edward Myers, to the planet KOI 571. Now, it seems that the UPP colony, known as Corinth Colony, has become the victim of a terrible bioweapons experiment. Yes, that's right. You're no longer on the frontier. You're now in enemy territory, folks. The Uragan testing facility, located outside of Corinth Colony, seems to have been the place where this bioweapons crap was developed, and you headed there to check it out. And your job was actually pretty simple. Download the UPP core, the computer core, where data on this bioweapons experiment was supposedly, on, and collect samples as well of whatever it is that they were developing, and get the hell out of there before UPP forces arrive to clean house. Now, along for the ride, as usual, just because nobody seems to trust you motherfuckers, is a biodefense virologist named Dr. Nil Babak, who you're under orders from General Myers, especially after the last couple of encounters with the way you bigwigs, to bring back alive, please. And as you all got ready to drop to the planet, however, you found that the colony had been completely nuked, and that ground-to-space cannons were still operational and started firing on the Tambatam. So the only insertion to the planet was through a drop pod parafoil sort of combo to the surface. A mishap, unfortunately, during which almost lost you your newest addition to the squad, your new medic, Winters. Luckily, everything seemed to turn out just fine. Now, you traverse the irradiated surface of the planet in your hazmat suits, while strange hooting noises echoed in the distance and flitting shapes moved through the toxic fog. Clearly, you are not alone here. Now, as you approached the facility, you saw that it was manned by androids, specifically an older type of android made by Seegson Corporation called Working Joes, which those of you who have played Alien Isolation will recognize as the ones with the ones that basically gave you nightmares. Sorry to say. Only some have been armed with pistols, it seems, and there were no signs of life, human life, anywhere. You disabled the android manning the gate and remotely turned the enormous sentry gun, also at the gate, off and moved slowly and quietly inside the facility. Now, moving to the nearest building, you moved in and found a tool fabrication warehouse and several power loaders and something moving among the shadows. What you could see, not that well, unfortunately. But you moved in to another concrete building where inside you found a number of 3 meter by 3 meter by 3 meter plastisteel cubes, which were somehow or other assigned to some sort of testing process. You saw them designated by letter A, B, all the way into, I think, G or H. But the largest one, however, seems to actually be a meter in volume wider than the other cubes that you saw. And the name Bolshoi was written on it. And inside, 3 of what you can only assume to be what once were humans that now seem to have been compressed into ovoid shapes. And that's where we begin tonight. That is correct. Yes. So let me give you a little bit of ambiance as you are inside this enormous chain-strewn warehouse with all of these sort of glass cubes, the largest again of which has the word Bolshoi written upon it. There is no map for the building itself, nor there are no interior maps for this particular operation. Which I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Technically, you can do Alien RPG without combat maps, one would think. Of course. But everything is very sort of claustrophobic, as you can probably tell. Everything is essentially within one zone within each building. Dr. Babak, when you say that, Masters, Dr. Babak looks at you and says, I don't have a good idea as to where the core is, but I assume that perhaps as we entered the courtyard, that there was a building with a large, some sort of a transceiver or communications dish. Let me, since you're saying down here, let me move our audience to where they can see what perhaps you refer to. Let's see. Let me just sort of. Yeah, of the buildings that you could see when you first entered the facility from the west gate, there were two large buildings. One which was some sort of a workshop, and this one seems to be some sort of assembly hall. You do not know what lies beyond the, to the east at this point in time, except from what the pup showed you. That's not. Yeah, there were at least one or two, as well as buildings to the south from where you are. Oh, the players are still muted. That's so strange. Interesting. I do apologize. It seems like for some reason or another, the audio is not coming through. Oh no! Yes, let me see if I can figure that out. Why that did not happen here? Sorry, folks. I think that there's slight audio problems, but that should be easily fixed. I know what to do. I've had enough problems with these things. I guarantee you it's fixed now. Thank you very much, chat, for letting me know.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, they can definitely hear you now because they can see the things going back and forth.
I always play the creepy elevator music if we're We need to fix the audio.
There you go.
All right, cool. So you guys in chat didn't miss much, and those of you watching on YouTube didn't miss much. They're all just trying to figure... Yeah, the Muppets thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That was mostly me anyway, so fuck it. All right, cool. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, it doesn't really seem like there's much in here.
Yeah, is there anything in here other than these incredibly disturbing cubes?
Well, you can make an observation roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That's 2 successes, but roll that panic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And that is a double panic on you. Okay, 7, and then
Witchy.
5. Masters, you're cool. I just watched West Side Story, so every time I say the word cool, I start snapping. I keep snapping. I don't know what it is. It's such a good movie. Okay, let's see. So, Kulhavy, that's a nervous twitch.
Yep.
Yeah, so your stress level and the stress level of all PCs in short range, which is everybody,
God damn it.
goes up by 1.
Can I flavor that as getting closer to the ballerinas and starting to inspect them, like right near the 3 cubes?
What are you referring to when you say the word ballerinas?
Bolshoi.
Isn't that didn't we discover that Bolshoi, or were we just talking about it off screen?
No, we were not talking about it off screen. Off screen.
I mentioned that Bolshoi is the name of an actual Russian
It is?
ballet
Oh,
company.
I thought it
correct.
meant ballerina. Sorry.
No.
Bolshoi, I thought Bolshoi meant ballerina.
No, Bolshoi is the name of a Russian ballet company.
Gotcha.
Ballet.
Question intra game, actually, and it's a great question. Jonathan noted that, Kulhavy, do you have Nerves of Steel?
No, I took Bodyguard and Second Wind. Nerves of Steel is next mission, or if I
Next
live
level
to
up,
the,
if you survive.
next level
Do
up.
note that, though, folks, because Nerves of Steel does not automatically apply to panic rolls, so do remember that.
Yeah, I remember that was on the table between
I do remember
operations.
that. That's correct, yes. Thank you for reminding us. that, Jonathan.
So then, may I rephrase? I would like to step closer to the containers to try and make an observation roll about them, because Kulhavy wants to see if we can record information without having to open the containers to obtain samples, which is the official mission listing. So I wanna get them really good in my marine cam and comms, so that there's at least record of whatever the hell these freak shows are in this nuclear wasteland.
Absolutely. You move closer, and I think I know why you start nervously twitching. As you move around to the other side, Kulhavy, of this plastisteel cube, which for some reason is maybe illuminated only partially by your shoulder lamp. This room is almost like entirely dark, and is only lit by your lamps. And when you move your lamp onto the Russian script that says Bolshoi, and then immediately look down to see these 3 semi-human things inside, you're sort of taken aback, and then you're like, okay, I gotta do this. You move closer to the glass, this enormous 4x4x4 meter glass cube, and move around to the other side where you can get a better look at without having to actually touch it. And that's when you notice that 1/2 of the back wall of this cube has been completely smashed outward.
Punctured as in there's a break in the cube?
Yes.
Or just...
As in completely smashed. A hole probably 2 meters spidering outward. Broken plastisteel all over the ground.
Hey, Mass, you might want to turn on the incinerators. And I'm gonna flick on the little flame at the edge of the standard incinerator. We're not alone in here, and I think I know what's in the other nope room.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna walk around to where he's standing.
Everybody got that additional stress point, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
And look at the break in the back of the tank and say, well, fuck.
Wait, hang on. What you guys going on about?
Well, put simply, whatever the fuck was in there is no longer in there and has officially become our problem.
Not
At
here.
least,
That's not good.
All right,
No.
so
no, it
it's
is not.
probably safe to assume that the nope is that. Do we
Yeah.
want to inspect these things while they're in here and set up a little bit of a camp right next to the completely dangerous things that can apparently break out of these cages, or do we get the heck away from here and try and get samples from the thing that's already loose?
I mean,
The lesser of two stupids.
I mean, it's probably stalking us right now.
this entire mission is fucking stupid. Did we lock the door of that building when we left?
Newt, I need you to do me a giant favor. Don't think things like that with your imagination, please.
Masters, you closed the door, but
We
did not
closed it.
lock the door.
All right.
Yeah, Summers is just going to go and lock the door.
Okay. You shut the door to this building.
This building is locking
yeah.
it for now. Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
you're sealing us in darkness with two things that are still inside their cages that we know can break out.
I want to look a little closer at those things and see if they look like they have opposable thumbs.
Okay. You sort of like squat down next to the glass, and you see that most, if not all, of the head, or wherever the head was on this thing, has been sort of just splayed out and is melting essentially into their knees. Their knees have been pushed up to a point where it's probably improbable to think that it could physically be possible to move oneself into a fetal position, as if the knees were pulled up so high and inward that they sort of became part of the rib cage. If you think of your body, and whether you choose to or not, I'm sorry, in a way that would be able to go into a fetal position, all you can basically do is pull your knees and wrap your arms around them. In this case, however, the once human creatures that are inside this glass case have had their knees basically pulled within their own torso, and their head has been flattened into their knees, forming a tiny little ridge atop it.
And there's 3 of them in there, yeah?
Yes.
Are there by any chance the remains of a 4th?
You do not see a 4th.
Or nothing that, like... Considering this is Master's thought processes, considering that we have seen things burst out of human bodies that haven't been turned into weird-looking human eggs, is there anything in there that looks like it was one of these that had something burst out of it, or it's just these 3?
You do not see a 4th. And I will now shut the door. And now you're all inside.
Nope, terrifying. Don't like it.
Mm-hmm. So whatever fucking happened to these things?
Hey, Mother.
Yes.
Can I use my second observation success as a sort of ranger tracking sort of thing to look at the broken plasteel and see, like, try and figure out where it might have started to move based on the spray of breaking out of the container?
Let me take a look at the observation stunts real quick. Is it coming from me? Are there more of them close by? How do I get in past away? I would say, unfortunately, no, not with your observation.
So on the, I guess what I'm looking for is, are more of them close by? Is there a way to study where it went? Are there more of them close by? Or at least within this room?
Yeah,
you
within
can't. This zone.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that if you want to use that stunt, you can't tell. There are no signs of like footprints, slime trails, anything like that. It's just glass, plasticine, technically.
Thank you. Well, that's not helpful at all. Whatever these things are, they're probably as quiet as we are moving around in here.
I strongly suggest that we blow them to hell and then get the fuck out of this room, perhaps?
I will give you this, however, Kulhavy. You do notice that there is a door in the back of this chamber.
Ping me?
Absolutely.
There it is. Thank you.
Yeah, in the back. It's a large door. It's like as large as the main door that you entered in.
Door be open?
It is closed.
Does it look unlocked?
You do not see a locking mechanism. You just see a handle.
You're going in, I got you back.
How are the other 3 creatures? So there's 3 containers. 3 creatures. One, however, is totally empty with broken glass out the back.
Let me be clearer, and I apologize for not being so in the first place. You have a 4x4x4 glass cube, the back of which has been smashed almost entirely open by something about 2 meters tall, if that, because the enormous opening is about that big. Inside of that glass case, you see 3 items.
They were all in there together.
Sorry, I'm a very visual person. I want to try and help all of us understand this. And within that, you said there's 3?
That is correct.
And here's the busted back.
Yep. Thank you.
There you go.
For the tactical purposes of not repeating Kulhavy's entry into combat, I want to get more specific about these things. He's terrified after repeating the no.
He's
no
terrified.
Scope, no radar
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no. I am a player also. Not so thrilled. Are the 3 that are in there responding to anything, following us with their eyes, moving at all? No.
You do not see any movement from these 3 creatures or objects, remains of humans. You don't see any movement at all.
And the dock has small containers by which we're supposed to take back biological weapons samples?
If you're talking about Dr. Babak,
Yes.
Dr. Babak does not have any kind of containers upon his person. No.
I thought that was a whole conversation we had when I asked back on the Tambatam about how these samples were going to be collected and were they going to be in something secure that they couldn't get out of.
I don't remember that, but
I thought there
remember-
were like 3 little pieces of what I was calling luggage in my head for biological samples.
I don't know. I remember Masters being very specific about, you want us to collect samples, like, are you sure? Like, 'cause she was thinking back to the black ooze.
oh
like,
sure,
how,
yeah.
Like, how sure are you that those samples can't get out of whatever you're going to put it in?
Fair.
And Babak was like, oh no, everything's going to be fine. It's all very good.
Yeah, he could potentially have said that. I don't think he actually was specific about what he could have lent to that conversation in terms of what he could provide.
Okay.
Like he wasn't like, yes, I've got this giant canister. Ting ting ting. This'll be where
I mean,
we
were assured that samples would all be secured, so I was assuming they were being secured in something provided by
Yeah,
the
I seem to think
USCMC.
there
Right.
was.
Not necessarily by Dr. Babak, but maybe he has knowledge of something.
Oh well, then fuck that. Nothing is coming back on the ship. Anyway.
No, you have a cord from the. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Masters and say, so how do you want to get samples from those 3?
You fucking kidding? I'm not putting anything on my ship. Do you
I'm
wanna
gonna
put
look
that?
over to Newt and go, Tech boy, scrape something off.
Me?
Yeah,
Wait.
don't worry, I'll cover you. And I
No.
take 5 steps back and just line up the sniper rifle.
First of all, Mac, don't get the new guy killed on the first day. Second,
Kulhavy.
I'm sorry. First of all, Kulhavy, don't get the new guy killed on his first day. Second of all, if this is a research facility, maybe they already have samples that have been collected and we don't need to do anything incredibly stupid. Like, maybe we go see what's behind this door first. Huh?
Like the way you think, Masters.
It don't happen often, but it do.
So I'm good.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
Stay away from the egg people for the time being, please.
Well,
Okay.
could you actually, maybe you could set up that turret we gave you earlier and just track any movement coming out of the glass box?
Now that is an excellent idea.
Well, thanks.
You know what? Yeah. Why not?
Maim me once, shame on me.
Then, no, yeah. So, I think I still got the turret on me thing, right?
You guys took the turret from the front? I know you disabled it. I didn't know if you were like lugging it around because that thing is not small. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, is he not? Okay, I take it
I
back.
don't. I'm about to say, I don't remember actually carrying it with us.
I would have remembered that. That's for sure. It's like, yes,
Everything
I
was in
take
the
the
pods.
turret.
I mean, I could make a quick run out and grab the. Wait,
Be my
the door's
guest.
locked. Oh, wait, the door's locked.
No, it's my fault for playing too much Alien Fireteam and
Yes.
playing as my Mac character.
Yes.
It's a fun class.
It's a great class. Okay, so in that case, then Kulhavy's gonna look at Mac and say, "All right, do we want to stay here and check these things out, or do we want to poke our heads back out there?
I want to see what's behind door number 2.
Do you want the pup to go first?
That's probably for the best.
So I'm gonna throw the pup out again.
Okay.
I think I was using the sneaky pup.
Okay.
So it'll be an observation roll on their part to detect it.
Yep.
And it won't give me all the bells and whistles, but it'll at least tell us. Can we compare it to the digital outlay that it gave earlier and see if any of the Joes have moved, or if there's anything out there that wasn't out there in the same spots? I'm thinking sort of like a GPS satellite from the old Google Maps, where like.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
first
I'm
things
also
first.
wondering, does
you gotta
this
open the
door
door.
go outside the building, or does this door go into another room?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Sorry.
You can still send the pup first, by all means. Sorry,
I'll
I
do
got
that.
something in my throat.
That's right.
Then yeah, I will send a pup first.
Okay. You take out the pup.
Gonna make
You activate
Diggs
it.
pink.
You get a little twist. A little like red light, and then it goes into stealth mode. It goes.
Oh, is the pink thing the pup? I'm like, why
Yeah.
did another egg just appear in
No,
there?
I'm moving the pup now. Because we spray painted him pink a couple missions ago.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Such a stealthy color. Okay.
Depends on where you are.
I thought.
Hashtag palm dress.
Hey, you do what you do. All right, so there is your pup. I wish I could give it. Can I give it? I think I can give it sight. Is it a token? No, it's not a token. So you can't give drawing sight. But like we did last time, actually, Patrick, what we can do is just have you be the pup, and have you sort of like go along the trail of what the pup would go to. Yeah.
Be the pup.
Be
Okay.
the pup.
There is no pup.
See a shaft.
Yes,
Light.
you do in fact see as you walk stealthily through the door. Amazing. I'll just remove the door entirely. A long corridor, approximately 40 feet, and then it ends in another steel reinforced door.
Now, the sides of this corridor, are they transparent? Are they opaque?
They are opaque.
Is there any sort of door lock that the pup can see that says locked or unlocked?
You do not see, again, just like the door that you just came through, you do not see any lock on this door, just a handle.
And are there any sort of punctures or ventilation pipes, anything that could indicate something is open outside of this 40-foot tunnel?
Every single place that you have been inside has had ventilation pipes running through the ceilings, including this corridor.
How about any sort of punctures or damage or ruptures or open grates?
You do not see any ruptures, claw marks, punctures from anything that seems to be unnatural, bullet marks, anything like that. You just see pipes, steam pipes for heating, and air pipes potentially for ventilation.
All right, Havy's going to walk up to the pup then and go, move slowly. And get to the door here where the character token actually is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I am gonna come up sort of behind him, and I'm just maintaining overwatch with my assault rifle in case anything comes through that door that we don't want to.
Sure thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, follow right
Fall.
behind him.
Cool.
I'll follow along and also do that observation or like the Overwatch thing as well.
Okay. Cool. Very nice.
After you, Doc.
All right. This particular hallway ends, as I said, in this door, and you do see. I know you don't speak Russian. None of you do, unfortunately.
That is a skill we need to figure out if we can learn somehow.
It will be potentially, I think.
We can spend some XP to learn some rudimentary Russian.
Yeah. In fact, what I'm just gonna have you do is make a wits roll. If you guys see things in Russian, that you wouldn't necessarily be able to translate on your own, that you sort of understand like the basics of Cyrillic. I think that being in the USCMC and having the UPP as your sort of mortal enemies, I have a feeling that you probably would get a little
Russian
bit of that
terrifies me.
Oh God Almighty!
And it's higher.
What did you get? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Twitch is now a tremble.
Crikey, oh Mikey, Kulhavy. Panic roll, tremble. Okay, so now you've got a -2 mod. But at least you didn't cause anybody else.
Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah.
This is not going well.
Well, I got 2.
Yeah, I think, Isaac, you see the words on the top of this door, and it says Workshop B.
This is the B section of the workshop, huh? Alright. Wonder if there are any more layers to this.
Only one way to find out.
Would this be considered a relatively safe place?
You don't know,
Actually,
really.
hard to say, especially when you got those 3 weird things behind us.
Yeah, the androids and those things, whatever they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
I think if you had locked the door in some way and made sure that there was no ingress, that would be, I would consider that a safe space. But at this point in time, there's just too many question marks and too many variables to make you feel safe. What do you want to do with this door here, folks?
Try and open it.
Yeah, you pull the handle. Opens.
I am going to wait a full 20 seconds with the gun and muzzle suppressor raised to see if anything moves or looks in the direction of the door before letting anybody move forward.
Okay. You find this particular room has been clearly a very large room, but you hear the sort of buzzing of some form of technical equipment. You're not quite sure what. It does seem to have as you open the door, you hear the hiss of some kind of material that sort of sprays you as you walk through the over the lintel, and you can only assume that this was some kind of like a decontamination protocol or sterilization protocol, because it just sort of sprays you with like steam and like UV lights hit you like for about 3 seconds as you walk over the door frame.
I try and hold my breath for a second and not like inhale whatever's in these, and then
I think we're all still in suits, aren't we?
Yeah,
You are.
CBR.
That's correct.
right.
Yeah,
Because this planet's irradiated.
that is correct.
Been a month.
That's true. It has been.
Can I see where this sort of, he said, mechanical whirring is
Yeah.
coming from?
In the middle of this room, you notice something kind of interesting. First of all, you see a whole bunch of different types of equipment along the walls, mostly some sort of like analysis equipment, scales and weights, and a variety of scanners, all of which are unpowered at this point in time. And large ovoid tubes, or I should say cylindrical tubes, I should say, with caps upon them. No demarcation on any of those tubes. But within the middle of this chamber, in a cube very similar to the one in the assembly hall, you see a pedestal, which your shoulder lamp illuminates. And on it is some kind of a glass tube.
Is there anything in it?
You gotta move closer.
No, I don't want to. I am going to spread slightly to the side this way and wave the team on in behind me.
All right.
I'll move in. I'm gonna move to the other side of the door. Oh, I can't. The door's there. All right, then I'll move forward.
Kulhavy, as you walk towards the tube, you see that on the other side of it, there is a table, and on this table, there is some kind of a strange gun. Doesn't look like a pistol that you've ever seen before. It's got, the top sort of gun casing of the gun has been removed. And in its place, you see, a very small sort of cylindrical, almost syringe-like, attachment. Yeah.
Doctors, could you please come in here? I need you to look at something.
Dr. Babak sort of moves stealthily past you and then into the workshop.
Well, and Maeve to some degree, because depending on
Maeve
what that syringe is.
Maeve is a medic, absolutely, yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of come and glance over his shoulder at what he's.
Oh, I'm pointing at it.
showing
I'm not going anywhere near it.
I'm coming over and glance. So it's like over here somewhere.
It's in the middle of the room, like probably
Okay,
closest
okay.
to where Winters is.
I'm gonna come over and sort of look over her shoulder and be like, I like guns. I like guns a lot, but this makes me really uncomfortable.
Do you two have any idea what that is?
Would I have any idea what it is?
I would say that it probably comes closest, Winters, to some form of an injection, some kind of like a medicine or medical materials injection device that would be able to be administered to a patient via direct, skin injection contact. That's the gun, I assume, that you were referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it ain't no gun I've ever seen, but kind of looks like maybe something you could inject somebody with. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a TX-9 air injection pistol, but it's been heavily modified.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, with my knowledge of firearms, does this look like it's meant to be used at range or up close?
Definitely up close.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say that you probably are pretty close enough to see that this tube in the middle of the cube, the tube in the cube, has Russian writing on it. I'm going to give it to you because I'm pretty sure I don't know how this is pronounced, but I'm going to show you it anyway. So this is what it says. Let's see if I can show that to you guys. I'm going to sort of copy and paste it into chat as well for those of you at home, because I can't. It's letters, so unfortunately, because it's not a handout. Oh, there we go. It does show. Perfect.
It's coming up as a handout.
Cool. So there you go.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the Russian letters that you see on the tube.
I tried to search how to pronounce and it gave me like 18 different words, so that's
the reason,
not going to help.
That's the reason why I cannot, nor will I try.
Google didn't know how to turn that into an actual Russian word.
Google, you failed me again.
It so rarely does, though.
I know. Creepy, right? So yeah, that's what you see. This tube, the gun, and all these sort of pieces of analysis equipment.
Well, if there's analysis equipment, Doc, this is your territory. Take a look, see if you can figure out what the hell's going on here.
Dr. Babak sort of leans in, almost sort of dangerously close to this cube, and the front of his faceplate sort of bonks against the glass, and he says, "My God, how interesting. Do you see that?" And he points at the tube inside, and he says, "There's something inside that tube. It's very small."
We talking like machine-like or organic?
Oh no, very, very organic, my friend.
Any chance that cylinder is designed to be used with this gun over here?
Oh, incoming raid. What's up, raiders? Sorry, back to the game. Hey, welcome, by the way. The doctor looks over at you and says, "Well, it does seem like this particular gun was almost made for it. So yes."
Yep.
For
Don't
putting
like
things
this.
in there, or if we're taking things out of it.
Based on what we saw in the other room, I'm gonna go and say it's for putting things in. For putting that in one of us and turning us into that thing back there.
That is a terrifying leap, and I do not like the way your mind thinks, Masters.
I'm sorry to hear that, but based on what we've seen, does it really seem that far-fetched?
No, it fucking doesn't.
At least we didn't find a cylinder full of black ooze, but come on.
Well, I'd rather take the gun thing than have to try and capture whatever the freak shows in the other room are. Let's take this with us, Doc. You get one of the docs carry that.
I'll pick it up.
It's inside this airtight cube.
I will. Guess I won't.
Oh, I thought it was on the table.
Oh no, the tube is in the cube.
Is the cube liftable, or is the cube attached to the table?
The cube is a 3 meter by 3 meter by 3 meter
Oh.
cube, just like the ones
sorry.
in the previous room.
That has one tiny vial in it?
That is correct. It has
Okay.
so the cube, so just for my own visual.
Again, for us too, helpful.
3 meter by 3 meter by 3 meter cube. Huge, right? Inside, small cylinder, maybe 1.5 to 2 feet tall.
Okay.
Inside that cylinder, also labeled, is some kind of tiny object.
Okay, all right. And the
the
tiny
gun's-
object is the thing he's saying is alive, or the alive thing is inside the tiny object?
No, he's saying that it is very much organic, as he says.
Okay, all right. I had a very wrong visual in my head, so thank you for clarifying.
Oh my goodness, Red with the friggin' amazing subtrain. Thank you, Red. You're the man.
Okay. But the gun's also in the container, right?
The gun is actually on a table outside of the cube,
Yeah.
Okay.
so you could
That's what
utilize it.
confusing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pick that gun up.
Yeah. You pick the gun up? Yeah.
Can I check and make sure it's not loaded?
Sure. I mean, there's no actual chamber to put any kind of ammunition in it, either as a clip or anything. It seems like whatever would be distributed via the gun would be in this sort of holster for whatever we put inside of it.
There's nothing in the holster.
No.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check.
You got it.
Which dictates that the whatever's in the tube, in the cylinder, is probably...
Logically, it makes sense.
But that doesn't...
Is there any information on any of this equipment around here that can help us figure out what the fuck is going on?
You could certainly look around if you'd like.
Fancy stabby gun.
Observation check.
Yeah, you could. I'll give you this. I'll hand wave that you know that there's most likely some kind of like a hack that you could hack the actual cube itself, the containment cube, because you see that there, like most things in facilities of this kind, there are sort of keypads attached or somehow wired into them that would most likely enable you to open it via ComTech.
Well, Isaac, you want to do your thing?
Right.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
We're gonna open the cube. It's
Sure seems
Want
like
me
it.
to open it?
Really something that we want to let off of this planet?
Maybe not.
You know, I keep having some. You know, I keep getting some mixed messages about opening things, and then I'm being told not to. Like, and then apparently hearing about being killed on the first day. Like,
Almost like the chain of command of what we're ordered to do and what the seasoned teammates who have lived through some weird shit are doing are completely not in conjunction with each other.
Oh, damn it.
Do as I command, not as you survived.
Chat says, I ain't drawing no straws. I'm for killing that goddamn thing right now.
Thank you, chat.
Fantastic.
So, I'm opening this thing.
Oh dear God! Are there any terminals around here that might have like research notes on them?
You do see a couple of terminals, just like when you walked into the previous warehouse, and as well the security bunker. There was that terminal that was asking you for a security code.
Oh, right.
But we don't speak Russian.
I
don't
want to
speak
look
Russian.
at one. I just want to look at one of the terminals. Comtech is not my forte, but I'm gonna take a look at it and see if there's anything easily located.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the terminal. It has a sort of very sort of early '80s / mid '80s prompt to it, which just says 1 VAN : and it as you sort of activate it, and you hear the and the
That was what we saw in the computer at the front. Retrieval code 1 VAN.
no, not retrieval code. It asked you for a security code.
I have the words retrieval code Ivan.
That's
1
correct.
VAN. What is that from?
Yes, Ivan is most likely just like Mother, except for the UPP. It is some form of a overarching protocol and security system or maintenance system for this facility.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Right, so it comes to life and it's just a blank prompt.
It just says input security code.
I ain't got nothing. I don't want to blow this fucking thing up. Before we open up the cube full of stuff that might want to kill us, Newt, you want to come take a look at this terminal, see if you can figure anything out?
I'm good with computers.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, try to see if I can. Alright, can I take a look at this here terminal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, what? I don't need a login or whatever, right? Or
No, it just says input security code.
is there a way for me to? Well, first of all, is there even hacking in this?
Yeah, Comtech.
Yeah.
Comtech is considered hacking.
All right, then. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can bypass the code thing.
Yeah, sure. Be my guest. Give it a shot.
The password is probably password.
Password. Do I need to make a? What is this?
A Comtech roll.
Comtech.
Yep.
Well, no, it's probably Bolshoi.
Oh.
Okay, so that's 1 success but 1 panic. Please go ahead and roll your panic. Okay. Yeah, you sort of type in and like a little drop of sweat comes down your brow. You just wipe it away because like at first it says access denied. Please try again. You type it again. Access denied. Please try again. World's strongest Avenger. Fuck, I don't get it. But then on the third try, you just try a random sort of password Bolshoi. Like you overhear like Bolshoi. Okay, you type in BOLSHOI. And it says access unrecognized. Please stand by.
And by 4.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
I don't think that's supposed to happen as in we should try something else, or I don't think that's supposed to happen as in we should not be here shortly.
Well,
I like
either
the
they
second
got
one.
probably
Oh,
the second one, yeah.
Based on previous experience, yeah, let's
Is there another door out of this room?
There is another door. It's actually, let me ping it for you. Here we go. There's a door directly to the south. Right? Probably closest to...
right where I am.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's behind door number 3. Assault rifle in one hand, I open the door.
Okay. You open the door and the winds from outside assault you or your faceplate almost immediately. Just dust just coming straight in.
All right, well, we know that this is here. I'd rather leave it here. Let's see what we can find over in that building with the big dish, like the doc said. Yeah?
Be on the lookout for some more Joes.
Well, I don't think this room is sterilized anymore.
I'm not particularly worried about the room. This whole place is getting blown to shit by the UPP soon anyway.
And we didn't open the thing, so it's not like the dust got into the black goop in the little cylinder that we definitely don't know anything about.
Okay.
I didn't see nothing.
So you
Yeah,
do.
coming.
Oh, the doctor. Yes, of course. How could I forget? Dr. Babak steps
forget
out.
So which building was he talking about? This one here?
Would you say was he talking about in what context?
The doctor, when he said there was a building with a dish on top that might house the cores.
It doesn't seem to be in your view at this point in time.
So it's back over this way. Like
It
in that
most
direction.
likely, yes, is.
Okay. Are these buildings?
They are.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's definitely more in the space than I thought there was. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, from your vantage point, you do in fact see that there is a doorway behind these containers.
All right. Well, looking to see what's here. I'm gonna start slowly making my way forward.
And or send the stealth pup first.
Sure.
Yeah, there it is. See new dresses.
Yep. You
Around the
turn.
corner.
You see the prom dress over here, as you like to call it.
Yes.
And there is a doorway entrance to this building here to the south, right next to this sort of large container truck, which seems to be some kind of an ox unit over here to the west.
A couple of Joes as well.
And in fact, you do see from your vantage point 2 working Joes off to the northwest. They are standing at attention, essentially not moving, not even seeming to register your presence. They're just standing there.
They don't bother us. We don't need to bother them.
One of them, as you look at them, Isaac, you notice that one of them, actually, let me double check. I think both of them have this, but let me just double check. This is the, yeah, one of them, has, instead of a hand, you see that there's some kind of a mechanism that's wrapped around its arm, extending beyond where its hand would be, and ending in a sort of fearsome-looking muzzle, like a gun muzzle. But it seems to be sort of almost extending out of its hand.
Oh, that's just delightful.
They just had. Okay, now they're just carrying around gun arms.
You I'm kind of jealous, actually.
I mean, so you're saying a mechanical arm could possibly be replaced with a muzzle?
I was gonna say, aren't you sad you didn't get one of those?
Use myself as a sniper perch. Can I raise the scope and sort of zoom in and see anything more about that muzzle?
Sure. You sort of like look down the scope at these 2 Joes who are again just standing completely inert, and what you do see is that it almost looks like the gun is built not only to the hand, but almost as if the arm itself of this working Joe is sort of enormously bulky and armored. Like the entire arm is somehow like a mechanism that either powers or fuels this sort of gun hand.
Really?
Yeah, really. In fact, I'm going to give you a handout that I think you guys have seen before. But if you look under weapons...
Yes.
And
I
if
want this arm.
I'm sure you do. And you look at the... Let me double check and make sure I see where it is. I think it is... let me find it. Can everyone find it before me? Because if they can find it, I can.
What are you trying to find?
It is called a suit gun. Hold on, let me just find it. Yeah. If you can't find it, I'll put it on screen.
Looking for.
There it is. Norcom AK-104S pulse action suit gun. So let me just show it to you. That's what it looks like.
That's fun.
Oh, nice.
I was looking through the book earlier and I saw that.
Oh, that looks
That's
dope.
the upgrade.
Is that from
I
the
want.
original book?
No, this is from the Marines manual.
Oh, really? It wasn't popping up when I searched for it just now. Interesting.
Well, I won't lie, that looks dope.
Yeah, it is.
Halt
That-
in the name of the USCMC.
Oh, now it's showing up. Maybe I was in the wrong book. Got it.
That's what it looks like.
Why do I see that in the movies?
I do not
'Cause
know,
there was
sir.
no UPP.
Looks like something Judge Dredd would have. All right, so
Yep.
that is that. That's what you see on at least one of these working Joes.
Let's not try to piss off the walking artillery, shall we?
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over to this door. Behind the
There's-
containers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow.
Cool, cool, cool.
Sneaky,
And
sneaky.
we assume Doc is coming with us, and I will
Yes.
open the door.
All right, let me just get the duck. All right, so let me
With us in spirit.
open the door. Okay. Just double check really quickly on something. Okay, cool. All right, so you open the door, and it opens into a much smaller building. This building seems to be some kind of a recreation room. You see immediately as you open the door, the dust and wind from the outside filters in, and you see a dining room and a kitchen in the middle of this space. And some kind of a recreation room. You see like a pinball machine, which has like some kind of, I guess you could probably like, let me think about this. In the future, who would Russians like have a pinball machine of? Or it could be like an American pinball machine that they just sort of sequestered. Yeah, like, I don't know, like Rocky. Like they have a Rocky pinball machine, like from
Nice.
the early 1980s. Yes.
Love it.
There are a number of alcoholic beverages stored in this kitchen that you can see just splayed out on tables. In the middle of the table, there is just a single sort of, looks like a kind of little toy. It's like one of those little bird things that if you sort of push its head, it sort of constantly goes back and forth like a perpetual motion machine, and then sort of dips its beak and then comes back up and down. Does one of those things.
Those things, yeah.
I'm gonna step into the room.
Okay. Make an observation roll, please, for me.
Alrighty. No mods. One success.
All right. As you step into the room, over the sort of wind sounds from outside, you hear, coming from the vents above you, unmistakable, you hear this sound.
What the hell is that? I kind of motion to the others that I hear something up above us. And
Can I s-
then with my gun in hand, I'm gonna step further into the room.
Okay. You do, however, see that there is a door to the west side of this room as well.
Over here, okay. Because honestly, the first thing Master's gonna do is snag a bottle of vodka.
Okay. As you reach for the vodka,
Of course.
you are sort of surprised because there is this sort of dripping goo that falls on your shoulder. And you look up, and above you, towering, and its claws reaching out for you, is this enormous black carapaced creature with an ovoid head and metal fangs, and it reaches out, and it does get an attack on you because it was stealth hiding, and your observation was not enough to beat it.
At least I have my weapon out so I can try to block.
You certainly can. And so, boop, there she is, folks. The ballerina. Okay.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Let me give you some music, because God knows how long this will last, but you never know. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go. Let's give you some of that. Okay.
And I'm calling it immediately that I'm like, I will block this attack.
I-
So whichever action that is, I forgot to pull up my
Absolutely.
combat action sheet.
Totally fine. It does, on its first attack, it does capture for the hive.
Okay.
Which means that it essentially will whip out its tail and go, and you feel a sharp sting as the end of its tail attempts to pierce. If you don't block it, you will need 3 successes to block it.
All right, close combat. Here we go. Combat, no mods. 2 panics, which means I can't push it, motherfucker.
So here's what happens on a capture for the hive. It does 1 damage and only 1 damage to you. However, let me just double check for capture for the hive. What that does.
And do I need to make a panic roll here?
You definitely need to make a panic roll. I think all of you probably would need to make a panic roll because
I
you
get
just...
nothing on my panic roll.
Fantastic, amazing. Probably because you're so stunned by what has just happened to you and frozen, you know, not in a panic sense, but just like ready for what comes next. You were ready to block, but you block just over where this thing comes down and hits you right in the sternum, and everything freezes up. I believe that we have to roll, if I remember correctly, a certain amount of turns before you are completely paralyzed.
Okay.
But let me double check on this. On the rules for... It's been a while since we've done alien attacks.
I also don't
You
think
said we
I
all
can
need
bodyguard.
to
I can't see.
make
I
panic rolls,
can't
right?
see.
Yes, everybody, please make a panic roll.
I also don't think I can bodyguard an attack I didn't even see coming.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Jesus.
Oh my god, all these panics.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Isaac, you're like, what? Guys, what's going on? Everyone just freaks out. How the turns have tabled. Yeah, like Winters, you get a 10. You freeze with stress. All your stress and everyone else's actually increases by 1. Oof.
Does
Summers,
mine go up if I can't see her panicking?
I will say no. I will say no. Summers, you get a panic roll. You drop an item. This is
No,
fun.
7. I got no
Oh,
steal.
because if you had nervous steel, fantastic. Okay, so then you just do nervous twitch, but unfortunately that increases everybody's panic. Stress by 1. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Oh,
That one
jeez.
will get me. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Let me just do capture for the hive and see what it says. Here we go. Let me find it. Ah, it's under here. Yes. Xenomorph attacks. I have an entire table, but I didn't need to use it because... here we go. Where is it? Drone attacks? Ah, here we go. Find it. Okay. Okay. So... Macro. There we go. Where are you, drone attacks? Sorry, folks. Apologies. It's the macro for it, but where's the actual... Oh, it's down here. Duh. I forgot where all the macros are. It's been such a long time since I've done this, but that's okay. Okay, so... It's a Xenomorph 4. Capture for the hive. The Xenomorph attacks. If the attack does any damage, the Xenomorph pulls its punch, so only 1 point of damage is inflicted, and the paralyzing venom takes effect. Please make a stamina roll.
Okay. Glad I pumped an extra point in there.
Indeed.
3 successes.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, the number of successes rolled is the number of rounds you can stay up.
Rounds. Okay.
Rounds, absolutely. And then you will fall unconscious for 1 shift. This paralysis can be removed
Oh, shit.
with a shot of adrenaline, which means that you need to make a medical aid roll, and if you have a med kit, you must have a med kit in order to do so. So you have 3 rounds. This thing is...
3 rounds to get away from it. All right.
Indeed. All right.
But it's not like grappling me or anything.
No, it's waiting for you to
Okay.
pass out. And it's sort of like
Okay.
looking at you like... And you're like, what the hell? And then all hell breaks loose because we're going to roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Let me just clear initiative before everybody does their thing, because that was from last time. And then let's have you guys all roll, please.
Oh, please roll low. Please roll low. Motherfucker!
Nice roll.
Kulhavy got a 2.
Unless somebody wants to swap with me.
That's true. You guys can swap if you want.
You can swap at the top of a round.
All right. So let me have our friend here, Madame Bolshoi, roll
Rolled a
initiative.
27.
No, an 8, but it does get 2 turns because its speed is 2.
Fucking Genos.
So I will say Bolshoi, number 2.
Oh, it's right. Should we try with her or?
And then I'll just roll a d10. Everybody seems to be... Oh, except Summers, you got an 8, and the creature got an 8.
And
so...
also... Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, let me just have it roll again.
Isaac.
Yeah.
No, Isaac had a...
Isaac got an 11. So let me just roll another d10. Actually, I'll roll 2 d10. Okay, I got a 3 and a 9. So those are the 2 ones that it will...
9 ties me.
Oh, balls. Too many people but at least a 3. And then I'll just roll another d10. Hopefully I'll get something else.
All right. Yeah, I'll swap out with you, Sarah.
A 1! How lovely.
Motherfucker!
Okay,
Thanks.
so there we go. All right, so you guys, first let me just do... That's the
Kulhavy
attack.
just said he would switch initiative with me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So Kulhavy and... So Kulhavy, I will make you a 9, and Masters, you will be a 2.
Damn it, well, it's fun.
Thanks, bro.
10s also, not 2d6.
I know. Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy that. All right, so there we go. So the creature will get an attack first. All right. Let's have it do its thing. Here we go. Random attack number 1.
No such table exists.
No such table. That's fine. I know why. It's because I deleted that damn table. Stupid. I know why. That's fine. I'll just roll the other kind of creature that it is, which is a... Down here at the bottom, it's a xenomorph 4. Yeah. Okay, hypnotizing gaze. Oh, this is perfect. This like it
Who's
hits
it
you-
on?
It's on you.
Me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. You get stabbed in the chest by this thing, and it doesn't knock you out, and it's just like, and you're just like, ugh. You're just like paralyzed with fear, and you are somehow or other just feel like it's
I just
awfulness.
realized, should I have rolled armor against its attack? Oh no, because I blocked.
Correct. Well, no, you still would have gotten... No, if it does any damage, actually. That's a good point. Did you roll armor?
I did not roll armor.
Please roll armor, because it did get 3 successes.
You do have...
Yeah, that's... Okay, so
So
that's
it
actually
still
just
hits me.
1 damage, and yes, but good point.
Okay. Thank you.
So you stand in awe of what nature or God or the devil has created, and you get 1 stress level and must make an immediate panic roll.
I think this is the most stressed Masters has ever been.
Fuck me. Oh,
11.
God!
That's actually pretty much what I was gonna do, so that's
Seek
fine.
cover. You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You're allowed to make a retreat roll. You are engaged with this creature.
Yep.
Your stress level is decreased by 1. Hooray! So it goes up and then it goes back down. But the stress level of all friendly PCs who can see you go up by 1.
So
boy.
Sorry, guys. This is the stress. The stress
I
bullshit.
So I can actually see her.
Yes, absolutely.
I
You can see
can't.
her.
I can't see her actually.
You cannot? Oh, because you're on the side of the door. The only person I guess who could see her at this point in time would be Summers.
Does that mean I should have taken stress then? Because I didn't see what's happening.
Then no.
Okay, perfect. I'll reduce it by 1 then.
Fantastic. I'm loving it.
As you said, there's a door right over here, right?
There is a door to the west and the door that you came through.
Cool.
Okay, that is its turn. Masters, seek cover, please.
All right, I'm gonna make that retreat roll, which is mobility.
Yes, indeed.
Oof, 4 successes, 1 panic. Let's see
Roll
what
that panic.
happens with
Oh,
panic.
jeez. Okay.
Freeze!
So because it was less, however, than
Yes.
your panic roll. I know we always mess up this rule, but I think that we can't have, if you already add 11 and you roll panic and 10, I think it either adds 1 to it or it just negates it entirely. I think it adds 1 to your current panic level.
Yeah, so I think. Okay,
But also, it's worth noting that the seek cover from the previous panic roll decreases your stress.
That's correct.
It did. I decreased it once.
So
That's why I still have 5, because it put me up to 4.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
So technically, I'm going to make a GM ruling here. I'm going to say that you still need to seek cover.
Okay.
Your mobility actually fails because you got a panic roll and a higher and a 10 and a higher than 10. So technically, your mobility, unfortunately, for seeking cover fails.
But I can still move and seek cover?
No, that's the point. Is that you want to seek cover? You can try to engage. You can try to disengage or get away to retreat.
I thought it meant if I failed the mobility, then it gets an attack. Isn't that what a failed mobility roll means if you're trying to disengage?
You know what? You probably are correct. We haven't ever had a failed mobility roll, so I do think it does get an attack.
Not
That's
that I
fair.
want to get attacked by a
No,
xenomorph,
fair.
but I want to get away from the xenomorph.
I had
so-
thought, we can take a look at it in a second, but I'm pretty sure you're right, that with a mobility roll failure, it does get an attack, or, and I'm going to give you the choice. Either
Well, let me hold
you
on.
stay
What
in
is it? Actually,
engagement.
let me check the panic rules because I think it
Be my
might
guest.
mean that I get a 12.
Oh. Well, I was going to
I
hand
just-
wave it, to be honest. to make
Oh,
you-
well, I mean, if a 12 was something that let me still do what I was going to do, I was
Right.
going to be like, okay, I accept.
Well, either way, your panic roll, you got a 10. So whatever you were trying to do in this case, it was a mobility roll from your seeking cover. It should
if
not
it-
have worked.
Well, if it got, I guess what I was saying is if it gets automatically increased, then...
It's a little
Okay,
bit of a
well.
kerfuffle, and we don't want to...
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Panic, stress, panic roll. Can cause your skill to fail, doesn't automatically. If your action is firing a weapon, okay, gotta keep going.
While you're doing this, though...
Yeah, sorry.
No worries, no worries. While you're doing this, I think it's going to go ahead and make an attack on its next turn anyway, which is now.
Well, because I was gonna let it attack me and then run away. That's why I was trying to figure this out.
Sure. Well, then it would get 2 attacks. It would get an attack off of the mobility roll that got failed, and then it's its turn.
I know, but I would potentially get away, and then it could attack somebody else. That was my...
That's fair.
I'm just trying to figure out where... Why can't I find the fucking panic rules? I'm searching panic, and it's not... Okay, gaining stress level. Let's make a panic roll. Alright. Panic actions. If you roll a 10 or higher in your panic roll, you'd be forced to perform a specific action. The panic roll is a skill check, blah, blah. More panic. You're suffering from a panic effect and are forced to make another panic roll. The new panic effect replaces the old one. If the new roll is lower
That's the one.
than the previous effect, however, it is automatically adjusted to 1 step more severe than the previous effect.
There you go. So
it becomes a 12, whatever.
It becomes a
12
12.
is.
So a 12 on panic. I'm glad that
That's what I thought it was.
You're
I just
right.
wanted to find.
You're right. You're
And
right.
you know, if I die, I die. I've had a good run.
Don't say that, Sarah.
I don't want Masters to die. I love Masters. But...
Here, I'll tell you what a 12 is on panic right now, actually. A 12 on panic is scream. You scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears your scream must make immediately a panic roll.
Okay, but it doesn't say that it negates my action, which means my mobility check goes through.
I would say yes. So here's dramatically
This is
what
fucking
happens.
hilarious.
I love this.
love it.
You
Actually, wait, can I narrate this?
be my
please?
guest. I love it.
Because I think that it starts as like a rage scream. Like it's like it starts out as just like an I'm so rah, but then as she's staring into the face of this thing and like maybe feeling a little bit of this toxin in her blood screen, it just like transforms from rage to just absolute fucking terror.
Okay.
And with that mobility success, she's running out this fucking door to the side.
All of you hearing that scream as she runs out the door. Oh, the door to the side.
Yeah, I was going to if I could.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I would say
I
it's a
can-
fast
you can
action to
a
open the
you can
door.
you can open door as part of the movement, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so
Because it's just moving a zone, which is what you can do with a
Sure.
movement. You can move through a door.
boop, there you go. Your door has been
Oh.
opened.
Christ, it's a hallway.
It is a
Okay,
hallway,
cool.
and there is a door at the other end of it that
All
is
right, well then,
closed.
can I slam this door behind me, or am I out of it?
I think that's probably out of actions at this point.
All right, well then I'm going to run here, because at least it's a skinny hallway, and maybe it won't follow me.
Indeed.
All right,
Okay.
So my stress level goes down,
Yes.
and that does mean I actually got mobility stunts off of that.
That's good,
Since
that's
it
good.
went through.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Everyone else who heard her scream, panic
you
roll,
guys
please.
do that while I look at the mobility stunts.
Oh, panic roll too?
Yes, that's the whole point with the scream, because she had a 12.
Oh.
Winters,
Yeah.
you got to see cover. You got to get behind one of these.
I'm gonna give 1 + 6 to Winters because she's squishy, so she gets a +6 for future disengage mobility roll,
Cool.
9.
and then I'm taking 2 + 2s for later rolls, or 2 + 1s for myself later.
Okay. Very cool. Summers,
Ooh, I
You
even
got a
had
9.
+2.
okay.
I actually had pluses I could have used on that stamina roll.
Isaac, you get a nervous twitch, so everybody goes up 1. Let me just sort of do this quickly in my head. Everyone
I
goes up
can't
1
see
from...
that.
No worries, you can't see it, so you don't
Yeah.
get the nervous twitch. Everyone who can see Isaac, because he's like, oh shit, man, what the hell's going on? Everyone goes up 1 stress. Winters, you... Yeah, the stress level of everyone who watches you run in fear also goes up 1, so you're up 2 so far here, folks. And then Summers, you get a 9. I believe that's drop an item. We didn't even
Yep.
do your drop an item from before, so this is 2 drops in items.
No. The before was because I actually got a 7.
Cool.
That was you.
Yes, okay, so this is an actual 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me see what you got to drop here.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh, here we go. What you got in your character sheet here? Holy shit, folks. You guys got a lot of stress already? What's going on? You drop your
You dropped an
flask...
alien on us.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what
No.
it is. You drop your flask of whiskey, and it crashes to the ground and smashes. I'm a mean GM.
Not a very strong flask if it broke.
It was meant to be. All right, so that's the panic rolls. It's now the creature's turn. It's second turn, because it has 2 speed. You run out the door and you're like, come on, open! Fuck! And you get your gun ready to shoot, and you feel your body starting to slowly, like, you have to, like, hold on to the wall. You feel sick to your stomach, Masters. And the creature sort of, like, looks at you, is like... and then turns, sort of snapping directly over at Summers. And let's see what it wants to do. I'm just gonna roll this random ass table here to see what it does to Summers.
Oh my god, we haven't seen one of these things in a while.
I know.
Yeah.
They're vicious as fuck. Here we go. Oops.
I don't think we've seen one on this campaign, just in the mini.
That's correct. Deadly
Maybe I thought
grab.
maybe we saw one at the beginning.
The beast launches through the air, grabbing
Block.
its victim.
Can I block?
Yeah, I would say so. It attacks with 10 base dice, though.
All right.
So here we go. Let's have it roll its lovely little deadly grab. Badoom. Ooh, did it go through? Uh-oh. Come on, roll 20.
0.
Oh, no. That's not it. That's part of the deadly grab. Come on. Where's my deadly grab? Oh, that's why I didn't put my modifiers in. There we go. Oh my god!
Come on, Summers! You
Amazing.
Can do it.
1 success and only 1 success.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh,
you
well,
block
maybe.
immediately, but you also get a panic roll. If you get 10 or above, then your panic roll supersedes your close combat and makes it fail.
Maybe not, depending on what the panic roll is, because 12 would still let her do it.
That's true. Oh,
9.
nice. So it's a
9.
9, so you're good. You're good. Awesome. You block it, does no damage to you. So it sort of like jumps through the door at you like this.
Do I get
Hell
stunned?
is that?
Do I get stunned because
You
of
get
the
a
blocking?
stunt. That's correct, yes. That's a close combat stunt. You want
okay.
it? I can show it to you if you like.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
So it doesn't hit me, so I don't actually have to reduce damage.
Correct.
It's going to jump at me. I'm just going to chest kick him.
Okay.
Kick him in the chest and shout, "You made me spill my drink, asshole!"
Amazing.
And I guess that's 1 damage, question mark?
I don't know. I mean, you kick it?
Oh, well, I don't know what kind of, like, I don't think I can close combat with a gun, right?
If a successful block is a counterattack, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you didn't... It would need to go through its armor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so do you want me to... I mean... That's technically not a... That's a block, not a counterattack on the same time.
Oh, I see.
Right, so you can either fight and then fight and both of you guys do damage, or you can block.
No, I'll just straight up block then.
Cool. Done. All right, that is its turn. It is now Summers' turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting stressed. I'm getting stressed myself!
He's like right up in my grill, right?
Oh, yeah, he is super engaged with you, sir. Or she, or it, or whatever.
Oh yeah, you actually can do a counterattack when you block.
Yeah, with the close combat blocking stunts, you can actually counterattack as a
stunt?
Yeah.
It is a stunt. Yeah, you can counterattack.
And I don't think I can disarm him.
No, that's correct. So if you want, I'll just have him roll armor and see if it goes through his armor. Is that fair? Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you kick him, and you just hear him go, and it does 1 damage to him.
Nice, well done.
Amazing.
I'm chalking it up on my Hall of Fame for RPGs.
Like your steel-toed boot. Like you kicked an alien in the junk. Good job, dude.
Yeah. Okay. I want to use my incinerator, but I'm pretty sure my smart gun was out.
Draw next time.
Yeah. So I am just going to.
If we
fire
can survive
on-
to the next time.
So much stress.
Am I engaged with him right now?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, smart gun.
Go for it. Now, this will be at some penalty because you're engaged. Smart guns at this range, at engaged range, I think is a -2.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Ooh, no, that's bad. -3.
-3. Oof, even worse. So -3 mod on this shot with your smart gun.
Mm-hmm. But I also get, like... Sorry, it has been a while. Nope, that doesn't count. Cool.
So you used your block, and then all you can use is your slow action to fire.
Yep. I was just checking to see if anything else came into play.
Mm-hmm.
Although if I full auto, I get a +2 to the modifier.
You want to do full auto? Be my guest.
Yep,
but then
full auto.
you're
Do
okay.
it. No,
I do
her
not
stress
think-
doesn't go up because of her machine gunner talent.
Yep.
Cool. Holy balls!
Nice!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the
Love
fuckity
it.
shit? That's why stress is good for you folks.
Yeah.
Sometimes stress is really helpful.
This is why stress
How?
helps. This is why.
I'm going
It helps
to
and hurts.
I'm going to use 1 stress to
Let me just
one
show
stunt.
everybody on chat what exactly you got, because I think they
What
can only see
the
the bottom
fu-
of that. Hold on. Let me just look at that. Look at all those. Look at all those successes. Holy
Armor
shit bricks.
piercing on top of that.
And they're all armor piercing.
So
Man,
I'm going to use
what
one
you're
of those
saying.
stunts to
I think
That was with a
push-
-3?
yeah.
Jesus!
-3 +2 because of full auto.
Oh, because of full auto, yeah. Okay.
That's the Boondock Saints quote.
Oh.
We could kill everybody.
Okay.
So I have 6 stunts. I want to use 1 to push the drone away,
Cool.
right? And the rest of it's going to be damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And
plan.
I'm just basically going to load a smart gun into that hole I just kicked in his chest and just start firing.
All right, here it goes. Make an armor roll, and it's
Armor
going.
piercing.
Yeah, it is armor piercing. So
That's 9 damage it's got to roll against. Nice.
just check
Basically-
something.
I think it did more damage than freaking Ryder ever did.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, its armor is gonna be
That's some
halved.
Betsy level damage.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
God damn.
This is the -4.
God damn.
Nice.
One success on armor, so it negates one of the 6 1, 2,
Bonus
3, 4, 5,
damage.
6 damage.
It's actually
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage.
yes.
So it negates it, so it's only 7.
A lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage. So you blast this thing right in the chest, and it's sort of like screams, and as it does so, blood just funnels out of this thing and sprays you in the face.
Yep, still nearby.
Unbelievable!
Oh, nice. What? That's crazy.
Unbefucking-lievable. Not a single success on that acid splash.
Thank God. They don't want that happen again.
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
last campaign,
Oh, no.
we just got like
That's
eaten
right.
alive by acid.
I forgot about
And
that. I
before
think that
that,
was my
too.
fault too.
It's true.
Hope's last day.
That's true. And Hope's last day, you got destroyed by acid. Okay.
Oh, man.
So the thing is absolutely kerfuffled. And yeah, is just shredded. But it's still up, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Cool. Kulhavy, it is your turn.
I believe this is what the children would call a no-scope. I would like to press the muzzle suppressor of the scope rifle up against the head of this thing while it's grappling.
It's no
Summers.
longer grappling Summers. Because
Okay, it's
she
not grappling.
blew it across the room.
Oh, right. Sorry, the one for that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna then aim and fire. I'm gonna do fast and slow.
Cool.
With the scope. Attack +2 modifier. 3 in a panic.
Make that panic roll.
Okay.
You're
That
good.
day.
Okay.
All right, but stress up.
But stress up. And everyone else is stress up as well.
If I already did have a 7 before, does that go
It
up
makes
to
it
8?
an 8.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is an 8?
Cover my bases.
I will tell
Honesty.
you what an 8 is.
Tremble.
Yep. Does that do the same thing?
Oh,
Stress level
actually,
was?
I take it back. I need to re-roll that because I was at a -2 agility, and that would have been ranged combat, so I should not have rolled with a +2.
So re-roll the whole thing.
Yep, re-roll the whole
But you
thing. no
aimed
bonus.
and you had the scope. So does the scope also give you a bonus or only?
No,
aim?
the muzzle suppression is a they have to make an observation to hear it. It's like a silencer.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said with the scope. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought
So
you
sorry,
meant-
the scope rifle.
So just re-roll
Is-
that with
Okay.
the, with
So
the
yeah, so
agility.
it's at an even odds because your aim balances out
It's
the.
yeah,
No problem,
the
just
range.
re-roll.
exactly.
Okay. Pretty cool.
Better, but still a panic.
Better roll,
Still a panic.
correct.
Yep. Roll that panic.
So then, if it's a 7, but I've already had an 8, does it go back up?
No, if it's a 7, it'll go to an 8.
I've already had an 8, so that means am I now at a -4 or it stays at -2?
Stays
for
at -2.
agilities?
Yep.
Still -2.
Yeah.
Okay. So then in that case, I am gonna pour.
But you just need to roll your
all of
panic
it
though.
into damage. Oh, okay. So you do want me to roll a panic? That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yep.
a 10. So that unfortunately your
Cancels
shot
out.
goes wide, and you don't get any on it at all. So
And
boom,
everybody up 1.
and you freeze, frozen by fear, for 1 round, losing your next slow action in the next round. So remember that, please, Patrick. And the stress level of everybody goes up 1. So you guys watch as Kulhavy like click, and he's just like he can't fire, he can't shoot. Like he thinks there's something wrong with the gun, and he's like fuck, and you guys just watch as he just loses it entirely.
And then
And
free action talk. Can I just mutter?
Sure.
Doc, nap relief while I'm like frozen.
Absolutely.
Great. That's my turn.
Cool. Winters, it is your turn.
Nap relief is a fast action, is it not?
To administer nap relief? Let's see. I think it might be with a medic. Well, let's see.
Use item.
Use items fast action.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But I can only have 1 fast action, right?
Yes.
You can
No,
have
you
two
can have
fast
2.
actions.
You can trade in your slow for a fast action.
Oh, then I'm gonna do that. I will give him a nap relief.
Double shot nap relief to the chest.
I'm gonna give him 1. I'm gonna give me 1.
Oh, for you
Nice,
and
good plan.
fantastic. Okay. Are you sure you want to do that?
Should I not do that?
Are you sure? No, I'm just asking.
I mean, I have 9 stress, so
No, that's
pretty
fine.
sure I don't
Yeah,
want
you
that.
definitely need it.
I'm also at 9.
Okay.
It's a great time.
Yeah, there are other people who have a lot of stress too. Just saying.
But but if I run off and have no,
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
she has to run away and hide. She can't help us with anything.
Hey,
So,
it's your choice.
I don't know where she is. I can't see her. I'm gonna dance out for a
Ending.
sec so I can see what's up.
right?
Oh, you're
Well,
around the
actually-
corner. You might be okay.
It's your choice, Winters. Yourself in Kulhavy?
Yeah.
Done. Your stress goes to 0, as does Kulhavy's. Kulhavy,
Hey.
just like a warm blanket. Oh. You can breathe again.
Thank goodness for that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's some kind of administering, like, device so that you don't just puncture a hole in your hazmat suit. Because that would just be stupid, right?
There's
I'm
a
just gonna take a
spot
giant
in
needle
the-
and just
that's right,
puncture
yeah.
your friggin' hazmat suit so that you can get drugs.
Did you watch the Batman yet?
No, I did not.
Okay. There's a moment where there's a way to sort of administer it through the armor. We saw.
Oh,
Anyway.
cool. Okay, well, I'd say that
That's
you
what I'm
guys are
thinking.
in some way, shape, or form. You're all Batman. All right, Winters. Those are your 2 actions. Do you want to move, or do you want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna move.
Okay, you can move within 1 zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna move behind everybody and I'll be fine over here.
Fair. Good choice. Good choice. Isaac, 'tis your turn. What you wanna do, Isaac?
Okay, well. Yeah, definitely my first time seeing whatever the fuck that thing is.
Excuse me while I have a little bit of cornbread.
You it?
Delicious.
Yeah, no, yeah, I. Gotta try to see if I could.
What you doing, Isaac?
Shooting the damn thing.
All right, you gotta go around the corner and shoot it. Let's do it.
Okay. Alright.
You turn around the corner, this giant, nightmarish, black carapaced creature standing there, green acid blood dripping from its chest. It sort of immediately snaps in your direction. No eyes. Just teeth. Just teeth.
Oh. Oh, hell no. Oh, well.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Hell, maybe?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Oh, you panic and you get a 10. You freeze and everybody goes up in stress.
Mm.
Glad I can't see this.
Yeah, you shoot, you're like, and you don't even get a shot off. It's just like,
Yeah. Yeah, that was dumb.
it's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Anything else, Isaac?
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna.
Well, he just lost his next slow action.
I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Cool. All right. It is now the creature's turn.
No, it's my turn. Oh, bullshit number 2. Shit.
Bolshoi did get a 1 on its turn. So let me see. Should he go for that, or should he do that? Yeah, I'm gonna have him do that.
You see it? Hey, look at that chat comment. Like the last one.
Oh, really? Hold on. Zeno's working on that beach body, getting shredded for Summers.
For Summers.
For Summers. Hell yeah. In this way, however, I think that particular comment in chat may have been a little premature. Because as you watch, the creature sort of like goes, looks down at its enormously, almost evacuated torso, and then looks up at the ceiling, and in a very sort of alien isolation way, just leaps 8 feet up in the air into the vent that it came from, and you just hear, and you no longer see it at all.
So is that the end of combat?
That's
As far
the
as
next
you're
question.
aware, yeah.
I don't like that.
Actual fuck.
I'm gonna slowly walk forward.
I'd like to look over at Isaac and see if his trousers are soiled, because there was a bet about that.
Yeah, there was.
It was?
Oh, there
Got
was.
$50 on that.
Okay.
I'm running to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Go for it. I don't know. Isaac.
I'm gonna I'm gonna roll a D100 to see if there's a 50-50 chance on that.
Okay, what is it? 50 up, 50 down? What is it?
Low was I definitely did.
You pooped your pants? Lower? Okay, yeah, you pooped your pants. Good job, Isaac. Isaac, poop your pants.
As I give Summers the sort of man bicep to lift up and do the full sort of marine pull, I just go $50.
Oh shit.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it went right through the hazmat suit. Well, hazmat doesn't let stuff from outside in, but you know, keeps the hazardous stuff inside too, I guess. Yeah. And I think, as
a little microwave ding on the gauge.
Yeah, as Masters sort of like approaches you, Masters.
Well, actually, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Masters is about to fucking pass out.
You damn straight she is.
So Masters is gonna walk back into the room and be like, "Well, that was fun. Everybody's still alive?"
The
And
room
then
starts
just
spinning.
funk, like
Oh,
everybody's still alive. Boom, just like down face first on the floor.
Bodyguard going to
Also,
catch her.
do it. Let's see
I will
mobility.
say that as she's walking forward, she takes out her duct tape and patches up the hole in her suit where she got punctured by the.
By the
So she's
creature?
like, as she's walking up, she's like,
Having duct tape around her waist.
Fan fucking
things. There's a big hot pink duct tape X.
Perfect.
Oh, actually, no, it's just it's space
Yeah.
tape, so it's not hot pink.
Yeah.
It's just regular. It's a big black duct tape X. She's turning more and more into Tank Girl every day. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
And just comes out and she's like, "Well, that was fun.
Matt,
Everybody's still alive." Boom.
so far.
Out cold.
So Masters is out for a shift unless someone can basically, who has a medical kit,
I think I have a med kit on me that she could take.
Can
We
use
just
a-
have
I
her
used
run into
to.
her room and administer her own medical kit because
for it.
I have one.
Yeah, you can just take out a vial of adrenaline and just pull a fucking Pulp Fiction and just bam.
Is that a? Oh, where'd my sound go?
Medical aid.
Oh, there we go. This medical aid?
Yeah, the individual marine pack includes personal med kit.
A successful medical aid roll must be rolled.
It
Matt,
does.
while that's happening, can I spin
No, it
and
didn't.
see if any of the Joes heard the gunfire?
You look back at the Joes, you're like, what the shit? And they're just standing there, completely inert, like nothing happened. Yes, Winters.
I haven't had to make a medical roll yet. It's asking if I have any modifiers.
You have no modifiers, so just hit the
Perfect.
return button.
That's
and-
all I needed to know.
Yeah, that's a lot of successes. So you can use those stunts for other things. You want me to give you the medical aid stunts?
I think it's
Yeah.
just recover 1 health point.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So, a person whose health is dropped to 0 is broken. Yes, that's correct. So those are just health points equal to the number of successes that you rolled when you recover them. And a failed roll. Yeah, that's it. That's correct. So you don't really get any stunts from that. But you do bring...
I mean, she could bring me back to my full health. I'm only down 1 point.
That's only when they're broken.
Oh, only when they're broken. Okay.
That's correct. You automatically get life back after a certain amount of time. As
Yeah.
well
No,
as
that also.
stress.
But this right here says equal to the number of successes rolled.
That's when they're dropped to broken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see the wording. Okay.
Could I still save those?
Unfortunately
something I
not.
saved?
Yeah,
No?
sadly, you can't. That stunt can't be banked.
Yeah.
No worries.
But-
Don't worry about it then.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, with that med kit, you do get a +2, so don't forget to put your +2. So I forgot to tell you that you do get a +2 with the med kit.
Oh.
Doesn't really matter because you're so good in medical aid. Like it was
Yeah, that's
unlikely that
pretty
you were
awesome.
gonna fail. With
Well, we
that,
know who our most empathetic character is.
hell yes, exactly.
What are these containers like here that we're standing near?
They seem to be. I mean, you don't know. They're giant steel containers covered with dust.
Okay.
They could be
I
anything.
sort of sit up on the floor, like totally like Pulp Fiction style, like eyes wide, take the big gulp of air.
I'm gonna keep my gun trained on the hole in the ceiling, though.
You see
Up
like
and
little
down.
acid
Overwatch.
driplets coming off of the rim, sort of like dripping onto the floor where you hear.
I kind of look up. I look up at Winters, who's obviously like kneeling over him, just like, Oof. Thanks. That was I'm like haul my ass off the floor. I'm gonna walk back over to one of these tables. I'm gonna look up at the hole and be like, just for that, I'm taking 2. I take 2 bottles of vodka.
Cool.
And the little bopping bird toy.
Fantastic.
I can administer nap relief out of combat, right?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah!
got 'em.
Then I will be slapping one for both Summers and Masters.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, how many nap reliefs did you use so far? That's 2 for you and
4.
Kulhavy, so 4. How many got left? 4? You have 8 things of nap relief?
Good.
God
You
damn.
stocked the fuck up on this trip. Smart lady. I
have
like
a-
you.
you're
Make
a-
it stay.
much
A
money,
nap relief
so-
vending machine.
When I started, I didn't get much money, so I made sure that whatever I had left over after buying armor and a baton, literally, I
Yeah.
bought nap relief.
drugs. Okay.
I mean,
Nice.
all of us could have some drugs right about now.
You wanna give some to little Isaac over there who pooped his pants? Sorry, I'm sorry to say it, but it's true.
That's a
You
diaper
are.
relief.
Dope. Oh
Take
lord.
the banter back.
How stressed
Can
does he look?
Kulhavy actually?
How stressed
look,
does Isaac look?
Yeah.
He pooped his pants. You tell me.
Hate this.
Kulhavy's actually going to angle the marine camera and headlamp down on the floor to show the acid too, so that the tapes from the headset are at least recording everything we're fucking seeing here.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they delete it when we end up getting back on the ship, but there's a record of this stuff now.
Absolutely. Oh, another raid. This is a double raid night. Holy shit. What's up, mates of fate, with the raiding party?
Double
It's
rainbow across the sky.
Yeah,
I know.
Rainbow. I love it.
Awesome. Okay, so as you guys sort of come back after this enormous cataclysmic fight with this horrendous creature that has escaped, and Masters having now been revived by Winters, all of you now, you don't even need to make a roll, can hear coming through the vent that same noise that Masters heard when she first arrived in this space, which is just...
I'm gonna fucking regret this. I'm gonna grab a table, drag it over to the vent, like to underneath the vent, climb on top, and poke my head inside.
Can I overwatch to yank her legs and not have her get dragged up in?
It's like that scene in Aliens where Hicks, like, takes the flashlight and he's like...
Did I even get the drug or no?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Winters, did you give Isaac the nap relief?
Yeah. He has one.
Fantastic. So now you're down to 3. Isaac, you have 0 stress. Why am I doing all these hand signals? I don't know. Masters, you get on the table. You climb up inside. And you look with your shoulder lamp down that vent. You see tiny little sort of holes that are smoking about every 5 feet. This
I
air
definitely
vent...
went that way.
This air vent seems to go about 100 feet in that direction. Your
this
shoulder lamp
direction?
only illuminates about 60 or 70 feet towards it.
Do I get any indication of where that sound is coming from?
It's coming from the other end of that vent.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I think we got a survivor.
Not for long if there's that thing up there with it.
I don't see the thing. This vent goes on for about 100 feet. There's a hallway over here. How long was that hallway that I was in?
About 40 feet.
I guess we can see where that leads.
Did you say and you spun around, the air vent only goes in one direction?
Correct.
I mean,
I
I don't
could-
want to see that thing again either, but, survivors, man.
Dr. Babak walks over to the door and he says, I think it would be wise if we just left. At this point in time, I know
Thought you needed samples, Doc.
I
You,
do, but at the cost of my own life, I think that would be unwise.
You got a drop chip in your coat there?
He sort of like looks down at the floor because the obvious answer is no. He says,
Right.
"Well, then I guess it would be perhaps should we shut the outside doors? Or, how do you wish to do?
In case you hadn't noticed, I don't think that thing much cares about doors, and I point at the big hole that I just stuck my head through in the ceiling.
Very well, very well." And he sort of like moves in closer to the one person who basically, kicked the fuck out of him, who was Summers. And Summers, as you sort of look over at Babak as he comes closer to you, he's like, "I hope you don't mind. You did a fantastic job. I'll just stay closer to you if that's all right."
Yeah. Same old, same old.
Welcome to the regulators, Doc.
I got an idea.
I'm all ears.
So I've got a note that we've got 2 RMAT charges from earlier.
Breaching charges, that's correct.
Yeah.
Breaching charges. Can we? I think you said they work like claymores, right?
No, they're breaching charges. They are like you can
They're on
affix
timers.
them. You can affix them to a surface, set them to a specific time, and then ba-boom.
Remember, we used them to try to blow up the black goo
Oh, right.
shaft? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, maybe not then. I'm trying to think if there's a way to figure out how far down the tunnel this thing is, drive it back towards this opening right above us, and then have it blow, but that's not going to work. Never mind. Worth a thought.
Again, you hear this moaning.
All right, I'm going ahead. I'm going to go.
You're going up and in?
No, I'm going to walk down the hall and see where this leads. It's an air vent. It goes over something. Maybe we can figure out where it leads without having to crawl.
Okay. So you go down to the end of the corridor where there is a door.
Yep. I'm open the door. Because the air vent goes in this direction, right?
Correct, it does.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on back and overwatch just from the edge while everybody goes, whoever goes down the hallway. With the gun trained on the opening.
Okay.
Yo, Newt, you all right? Oh, there you are.
You walked a little funny.
Sorry. I'm sorry. What the fuck was that thing?
Don't know, don't care. Kill it if I see it again.
Mm-hmm.
Opening the door.
Okay.
What in the goddamn?
Welcome to the regulators, Newt.
You open the door.
Are you glad you met us?
What you see when you open the door is a little bit more disturbing than all the things that you've seen thus far. When you open the door, you see bunk beds. Maybe 9 or 10 rows of bunk beds on the north and south walls of this chamber. But it is not the bunk beds or their lack of occupants that causes you to be sort of stunned. In fact, there is no one in this entire room. All of the beds are entirely empty. However, perhaps 60 or 50 feet from your position, plastered to the northwest wall of this room, the wall itself, steel and concrete, is shrouded in a thick grayish black resin, which encompasses the wall on the north side, the wall on the west side, and the entire ceiling, spidering out towards you. What's even more worse, and I think this is where we're going to go to break, is that there are no fewer than 8 ovoid shapes that are nestled within this resin-like material. These are different from the ones that you saw before in that the tops of these, I guess you could call them eggs, have a sort of puckered top. They're closed like that on 4 sides. And every once in a while, you see from your position these things, these objects sort of
gently sort of sway from side to side.
Oh.
And that's when you hear it. And you look up, and encompassed by this resin, this sort of, imagine a wall of hardened snot, essentially, is a human figure that has been almost entirely wrapped in this material. But unlike the movies that we all know and love, this person is not with her arms out, but she is in fact with her arms pulled in and her knees pulled up to her chest. And her face is resting on her hands. And as she sees the door open, her eyes sort of open, and she says, and that's where we're going to take our break.
God.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, we'll be back in 5 minutes, folks, for more of the Frontier War. Here on Slices and Dices. Don't go away. There's more of this crazy-ass shit. And more when we get back. See you in 5 minutes. Hey, okay. Let's go. Oh, first of all, as someone has just said in chat, Mates of Fate, we just broke 300 followers on Twitch. I'm very happy, and thank everyone, here or not, if you're watching on YouTube and you're following us on YouTube or liking or subscribing to, I should say, on YouTube. Thank you so much for helping make this channel a place that I and others can be proud to call a really fun place to hang out and do some fun shit and have fun with each other. And that's what it's all about. So thank you guys for following us and helping the channel grow so we can give you the stuff that you want and help you guys to have fun alongside with us. So, sorry, Mates of Fate. Looks like you got your face ripped off by a dragon. Balls. That sucks. Speaking of which, I'll spend this time very quickly to quickly plug something that Sarah and I are going to be doing. We're going to be on Mates of Fate's Twitch channel, doing a special one-shot of an RPG system that Ashley at Mates of Fate created herself, called Cobaltica. It's a very sort of like tech noir, super cyberpunky kind of cool ass shit, and I'm super psyched to do with those folks because they're super fun and we love their channel so much. So happy to be part and parcel of it. So go watch them, check them out, give them a follow. That said, oh my god, let's see what the hell this place has in store for you. There's a lot of crazy ass stuff going on here, folks. Ugh. And yes, there is one, as far as you can see, survivor who sees you.
Kill him.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to pull out my motion tracker.
Okay.
The M316 motion tracker and turn it on.
Cool. Make a power roll.
Oof.
You lose 2 power from it, so you only have 3.
All right.
But,
Cool.
that said, you can now determine anything within, I think, either medium or long range, depending on
This
the
is
kind
medium.
of... Super. Within medium range, and I think I have the...
2 zones.
Yeah,
medium
basically.
range is 2 zones, that's correct. Let me see if I have it here. Yeah. Let's see if I have it. So yeah, you hear just besides the 6 of you that are in this particular space, or is it 5? No, there's 6 of you,
There's
of course.
all of us
Yeah,
here.
6, including Dr. Babak.
Yes.
Yeah, you look, you sort of spin around, and you only determine there's that one boo, boo, boo motion coming from that one individual. To the west of you.
Just the survivor. Okay.
That's correct, yeah.
All right. Keeping the motion tracker live. I'm gonna move towards her very slowly
Okay.
and cautiously.
As you do so, you hear the motion of this individual sort of
I'm trying to like give these fucking creepy ass pod things.
yes, you're not within engaged range. You're very, very close to it.
Yeah, I'm keeping as much distance as I can. Getting close enough to get a look at this person.
Okay. She, as you get closer, you sort of see that these things. I'll give you sort of a better view of what they look like. Here.
Yep.
These egg-like
it's like-
shapes.
It's the thing. We got to play the thing where, like, player Sarah
Yep.
knows exactly what that is.
Uh-huh.
Masters knows that it's definitely bad news, but
Right.
doesn't know what the fuck it is.
Totally. And there's 8 of them.
Oof.
And you didn't come within engaged range, so I'm not going to make you make a mobility check.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, she at the very least can tell that these things are bad fucking news.
Sure. As you move closer
So-
to this person, sort of like
Yeah.
basically just attached to the wall by this resin, and her knees starting to come up into her chest. She like moves her hand her head off of her knees, and you just see this like thick coat of goo come off her chin and cheek. She's like, Americans.
Yeah. You speak English?
She nods.
Who are you?
You killed my people.
Ain't seen no people.
Make
What happened here? Oh, sorry. What would you like me to do?
yeah, I'm gonna say make.
I'm not lying. I haven't
No,
seen
no,
any
no.
people.
Fair. Make a manipulation roll. Let's see if she's willing to talk to you or not.
This is not going to go well. Nope.
She says, "You a liar, like all. You a. You are liar." She speaks with a very thick Russian accent, barely making out like English words.
Lady, I'm not lying.
She sees.
I just want to know what happened here.
She sees Summers come in the room, and she says, "You have guns. You have explosives. You killed my people. You put me in this. You unleashed the beast."
The beast was unleashed when we got here. We just fought it off in the room behind us. You didn't hear the gunfire?
I heard screaming and yes, guns. Yes, I heard the guns.
I am not
Put to
proud
it,
to
Jess.
admit that the screaming was me. You can see I didn't come out completely unscathed, and I point down at the big duct tape X, space duct tape X on my suit.
Yeah.
Now, from what I understand, your people are coming to destroy this place. And yeah, we're here to get information before they come, but the question is, you want to come with us, or you want to stay here and die with these things that I'm guessing you made?
She says, No, free me, please.
Goddamn fuck, man.
God, so stupid. It's so stupid, but Master's gonna go up and try and cut her out.
Make a mobility roll.
I will. I'm using one of my plus ones on this.
Okay.
Might as well make an observation.
One success.
Ooh, man. Nice, Masters.
Whoa.
So you walk up and you see one of these
egg-like shapes just go, and something inside it organically sort of chitters and sort of moves around a little bit, and you look at it, wait, and then it subsides. And with some effort and the help of your tools and knives,
My combat knife, yeah.
absolutely, you're able to pull this individual off of the resin cocoon, I guess you could call it, that she has been encapsulated with.
I'm gonna pull her down and pull her over here, away from this, yeah.
She like walks over to one of the bunks, and she says, thank you, and she reaches underneath the bunk and she goes, and she pulls out, and when she pulls out her arm, you see that she has a rather large AK-4047 that has been stowed underneath the bed. And she says, this is not for you, this is for security, this is for my safety.
Understood. What's
Saves
your
us
name?
having to hand you a weapon.
I am Major Pichilemu. Arietta Pichilemu.
And you're a doctor here?
No, I am not a doctor. I am security forces here.
Your security. Do you know what the docs were doing?
The doctors... No doctors.
No doctors? No scientists?
Scientists, yes. They were in the testing facility and the assembly and growth chambers.
They were growing this?
No. This is... And she looks over at the eggs and the resin. She says, this is not what we were working on. Not at all.
What were you working on? Sorry.
How did it get here then?
What did you say, Winters?
How did it get here then?
She says, I do not know this beast, this creature, I do not know.
Black thing?
She looks over at one of the eggs, and she actually sort of like makes like some serious sustained eye contact with it, and she sees that there are dog tags at the bottom of it, of one of them, and she says, this, and she points at the egg and she says, this is us. This is what the beast turns us into.
The
How
beast
long
turns
exactly
you
did
into
that
that?
take?
I do not know how long I have been here. Perhaps days, a week.
Does the UPP operate on the same calendar as us?
Yes.
What day was it the last time you remember interacting as yourself before this happened?
Like I said to you 3-4 days ago.
I think we need to show you something.
What?
Let's show what we found back across the way. See if that is the middle stage between what we just found her in and what's up there on the wall.
Okay. So you guys want to leave this particular facility?
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's a
Awesome.
leap, Matt, but
Yeah.
would it be possible to make some sort of wits check to try and see, like, because the way you were describing the three things against the wall with the mouths, I'm trying not to use all the common parlance for it, but the figures, the boned heads, the sort of descriptions of what seems to be, what is it? Some along the wall that are starting to form, the three little pods.
I'm going to sort of
ones
lay it
along-
out for you flat. There
The
are
ones-
8 eggs, like you saw in the movies.
Yep.
There are almost a
phenomenal.
dozen bodies that are recognizable, perhaps, and they're stuck in the resin as human figures that are just stuck and sort of being compressed. Knees up into chin. Arms melded into their sides. And essentially being smooshed into egg-like shapes.
Would any of us be able to roll a medicine or an observation check to try and put that together with the fact that the other things were also bent over their knees?
I don't
the
think
plastic?
you even need to.
That's literally why I want her to go look at them and be like, is this what happens in the middle?
Yeah,
That's why I just want her to literally just go give us confirmation because she watched it happen to these guys.
fair.
Out of game. That's what Masters is
Yeah,
doing.
that's fine.
I guess I was just trying to, like, in game, we have the video of that already, so we don't even have to go back in there.
Yeah, you can
Have a
show
way
it to
of
her on
showing it
video.
to her?
Yeah,
Let's
Right.
still get the fuck out of this room. though.
fair.
Hmm?
Fair.
You have to tell me twice.
I I want to, like, signal in Thieves' Cant to Masters with the breaching charges being like, should we blow this shit up? But I don't want to do
Oh.
it on microphone because I know we're sort of quietly having our whole
I feel like you can probably just like give some hand signals.
I'm gonna hand signal to you off range of my camera,
Mm-hmm.
hoping
I'm
that
just-
you
I'm-
see it with the turning camera.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna give you a thumbs up.
Okay. What's the explosion range on the
Short range.
short? Okay, so it'd have to be the room, like center of the room would be okay.
If you place
Sure.
it like right here, like where
Yeah.
I was standing, where I was safe.
You want to blow these things up, is what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Unless, well, no, we've got her, we've got camera footage, multiple cameras. All this data is being stored.
Dr. Babak, as soon as you pull out one of your explosives, he says, What are you doing?
Doctor, you just watched a thing that looks like those things, and I sort of gesture to the ovoid shape in the head. Jump 8 feet in the air into an air vent that is somewhere currently above us and probably listening. And there seems to be at least 4 more of them cooking in the oven right now. Are you entirely sure that you don't want to not die?
I understand your sentiment. However, I think what is important is that we fulfill our mission. We now have a prisoner who can give us more intel upon what it is that these people were working on here. And in doing so, perhaps find a way of cracking this core of information, of this computer core of information, which we have been assigned.
All right, Doc, yeah, I get it. You want the science, blah, blah, blah. If you want to go in there and grab one of those things yourself,
In
feel
no way,
free.
shape, or form, I do wish to obtain any one of those objects.
You know, that's exactly what I fucking thought. So if you don't want to
However-
obtain one of those objects,
However,
we're gonna leave a breaching charge on a timer.
Oh, on a timer, yes, a timer, of course.
So that if shit goes sideways, those don't all burst open and kill us, okay?
I'll set a real long timer.
That would be advisable. I do appreciate it.
Okay. I set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Exactly.
Sure.
Man, that's long in our terms.
I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer. It's 11:40.
And then yeah, I guess I'll just drop. I'm gonna approach very slowly. How would you? I don't know how you'd prefer that, or
Approach very slowly. Make a
You can do it the way that I did before.
yeah, it's just a stealth
Just
roll.
inch yourself forward and be careful.
great.
Make a mobility roll.
I can do mob.
Do the mob.
I think I get a bonus from a thing. Yeah, stealthy. I get +2, so I get a +2 to that bonus. So
Cool,
let's
cool.
do-
Bring it on.
Success.
No problemo.
Take it. Very slowly and gently, sort of starting to keep an eye on. You said they shuddered. How did you describe it?
That's appropriate.
They moved.
Yeah.
They moved.
I am trying to not set off whatever seems to be organically going on in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then gently lay down the one that I had been looking at earlier when we were in the front room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to say, I would like someone to watch my fucking back. I'm not
got
really
you.
a fan of this. All right. I'm going to take a deep breath, slowly set it down. I'm going to press button without moving to see if I hear anything react to the beeping.
You hear nothing.
And then I begin backing up with my gun drawn in Overwatch until I can feel the light of the tunnel.
Is it me, or is Kulhavy like a southern version of Snape? At
Trying
this
to
point
figure
in
out
time?
a voice.
You had a voice for him, and now it's
Yeah,
this is he got a
tricky.
voice
Harry
modulator.
I got in my own head
Potter
about the
is
voice.
now going backward.
That's-
You got a new voice along with your new arm.
trying to get consistent here with the depth of the voice. Something that's different enough from my own so that I can tell when I'm
I love
out of
it.
character.
I love it. I love everything about it.
All right, there we go. Now he's back. There he is. Okay,
All right.
let's try
All
this again.
Hey, can we get the fuck out of here now, please?
I would like to get the fuck out of here very quickly now that I am away from these eggs. As soon as I move my token to represent that I am away from these. There we go. Okay.
Fair.
I never saw your token go anywhere. I must be
Yeah, I
lagging.
didn't. I started talking.
Okay.
No.
All right. Stop monologuing and get out so I can close the door.
Yeah, out.
Okay. I'm assuming.
I,
Yeah, go ahead, Winters.
can
Door
I do any kind
closed.
of medical check to see if this woman we just rescued is
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and make a medical aid check.
can do?
One success. Yeah, you look at her. She's very pale, eyes sunken. She wears no armor. Her hair is slicked back either by sweat or by this resin or something. Little bits of it are actually sort of still stuck in her hair. But beyond that, you don't notice that she's ill of any kind.
Alright.
Pichelamu says, "So what? You found me and no others?"
It's you and a couple of the old school synths you got out there.
Yes, the Sieg Sons.
Look, gonna be honest with you. We need to get into your data core. Where is it?
You speak of Ivan, yes?
Yes.
Yes, that is in the computer core defense bunker. It is near the uplink dish.
Show us the way, please.
Certainly, yes, of course. And she sort of peeks out the door. Let me just do this. Come on. Ah! There we go. She peeks out the door, and she sort of sidles along the side way here.
Overwatch on the hole in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing coming out of there as far as you're away. She sort of like checks out, just like looking around the containers, past the ox with the containers, and she points at the building directly across the way where the two Siegson androids stand.
I look to her and I say, those two gonna give us any trouble?
She says, "It depends. What do you wish this computer core to... sorry, English is not... what do you wish to do with
with Ivan?
First of all, we need a ride out of here, which I'm pretty sure you're on board with. And second of all, we're just trying to find out what happened. There's got to be records, right?
How much do you know?
Biological experiments gone awry. You're looking at it. What we know is what we see.
She starts to cough a little bit. She says, and you realize, of course, that she has no hazmat suit.
Would my poncho, it works against biological and chemical. Does that work against radiation?
No.
Okay, then I can't help her with that.
She coughs. She's like, the air, it tastes salty. Why? And she looks up and she says, the sun. What has happened to the sun?
Oh, somebody has already attacked this place, and your people are coming in to finish the job. Shit, do you have any hazmat suits around here?
Yes. Yes, hazardous materials, yes. We have them, and she sort of like thinks to herself as if she's never really thought about it kind of in this way before. And she says, there is, hold on. I'm checking. Yeah, she says, in the warehouse, and she points up to the northeast.
The building with the arrow that we went into already?
No. Past that. Oh. She actually points past it. There's like an hexagonal building that's taller. She points actually sort of, here, I'll show you technically where she points to. Let me just zoom out a bit. She points not to this building here that you came out of, but to the building beyond it, like over here.
Oh, over there.
She says, yes, by the garage. There is a warehouse. We store many things there.
All right. Get back inside. You're going to get sick. We'll grab you a hazmat suit.
She looks at you with sort of like surprise, and she says, thank you.
Oh, you're no good to me, Dad. All right, let's go.
She goes back inside.
You got about 7 minutes on that timer before the confetti goes off.
All right, we'll make this quick. Summers, you stay here. You blew the shit out of that thing last time. Stay here in case it comes back and do it again. Keep your eye on her. And if we're not back in 6 minutes, get the fuck out of that building. It's gonna blow. Don't tell the doc. All right. And I'm gonna hoof it.
Okay. You run over to the building.
You want me with, or you want to split party?
You can come with if everyone else is staying back.
All right.
Yeah,
Might as well have another one just in case something bad happens here.
Okay.
You know, I'll come with.
All right.
Okay, you don't see a door on that side, but you sort of like peek around the other side. And first of all, you see two things. You see a generator, which seems to be some kind of the main generator. Yep, that is the generator directly to the north of you. And then to the right of you, there is a sort of depression, and there's a giant steel door with the two arrows. It seems to be some kind of a garage. You can tell by a whole bunch of, by the size of it, and by tire tracks, exactly.
We have garage question mark there. I think the pup showed us that earlier.
That's exactly correct, yes.
Okay. Did the pup show us where the door is, so I don't have
the
to...
The door is right where the arrows point. Oh, for the garage?
No, the garage, to the warehouse.
Oh, to the warehouse? I will point it right there.
Alright, sweet. I'm gonna jog up to the warehouse door.
Cool.
And just be like, alright, this is a quick in and out. Get a hazmat suit, maybe some extras if we need them, just in case I get fucking stabbed again, and get the fuck out. Understood?
Copy that.
Okay.
Guns out, let's go.
I'll sort of sit out the front while they check for something inside.
Sure.
Alright, do it.
Okay. You open the door to the warehouse.
Nice.
It is completely dark inside.
Of course it is. Shoulder lamp on, but I will do a quick observation check from the door to see if I can notice anything that makes me say, get the fuck out.
Be my guest.
Be my guest.
Do I have any pluses to that banked? I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't. So...
Two successes. Very nice. Okay, you can bank one of those for later because your success reveals
that
Well,
this
there is no banking on these. These are only questions with observation.
fair. Well, maybe you want.
So tell me what I see, and then I'll tell you if there's.
The structure itself is filled with many different types of racks, mostly things that would probably make the site itself function and, to some degree, have people repair it, as well as a variety of what you can probably assume to be some kind of prototype projects that have been shelved and never used. You see parts and various supplies of every kind, mostly tubes, gaskets, electrical equipment, etc., etc., etc. And as you turn on your shoulder lamp, you see probably no further than 3 or 4 feet from you, immediately, bam! There are 20
Oh, Jesus Christ.
fighting versions of those working Joes. They all have those suit gun arms on them, and they're standing motionless. It's like that scene in
Westworld.
in Westworld. That's
Jesus.
exactly
I know
right.
exactly what you're talking about.
And hanging in the back from hooks are 3 David combat model androids. Just hanging, sort of swinging back and forth. Completely inert.
That's fucking terrifying. Alright, do I see any hazmat suits?
In the back, hanging on hooks on the wall, are indeed silver hazmat suits.
Alright. Oh god, this is so fucking stupid. But the other ones haven't bothered us.
Yeah,
How much time do
All
we
right.
have on the timer?
Yeah, about 4 minutes.
Alright, I am gonna look back at the others and be and sort of like gesture at what we got and say the others haven't given us any trouble. All I wanted the suits. Out of
Matt,
game. Anyone have better? I still have a +1. I can bank on mobility. My total mobility is 5. Anybody higher than that?
Mine's 6.
my mobility.
8 if for stealth.
I got no mobility.
Okay, so you're a no.
3 minutes left.
All right, Kay, you and me. Who's going in to grab those fucking things?
All right, and just real quick to resolve it, Matt, I had rolled an observation for outside just in case anything had moved around.
I saw
Was
that.
there anything?
You
Okay.
did not
Was
see
there
anything.
Okay, then I'll go
actually, wait. I can use I can use my observation stunt. How do I get in past away? Does it seem like there's a good route to those suits where I won't disturb these guys? Where I can like stay out of their periphery?
Not really. There's just like 10. There's 2 rows of 10. Bing bang, and then 3 Davids in the back. You'd have to go pretty close.
Okay. In that case, you want to try and sneak back and grab at least one of those suits more if we can bank extras?
in. Yeah, I don't know how many I can carry, but
I can't weigh that much. I'm going to stand. Before he goes in, I'm just going to say, anything goes wrong, grab the suits, get out. I'll firebomb him and slam the door. Good.
Let me look at my talents.
2 minutes
Super
left.
fast. Yep.
What I reckon, Matt? Yeah. So
Did you see their condo in chat?
yeah, we're going to make our way to the needle gun room because.
Oh my god, another raid! This is the 3rd raid of the night!
What the
Motherfuck! What's up, raiders? I love it. It's
Yeah,
only-
I'm gonna. Okay, go, sorry.
I assume you can radio that to us on comms too.
Yes,
so
yes,
you know.
yes.
Yeah. Probably
I'm
a
just-
smart idea, guys. Good thinking.
I'm just gonna stealth.
I can't believe I just said hey by typing in HYE. What the fuck is wrong with me tonight?
That's the last straw.
That's it. That's Master's new voice, everybody.
Hey! Don't do it. We'll lose viewers. All right.
I will not. Masters would kill me in my sleep if I did that to her.
Thank you guys for all joining. We're just playing a little Alien RPG, stressing out my players, trying not to kill them.
Yeah.
Lies.
Lies.
Yeah, but let's see. They're right now. They're in a warehouse full of working Joe androids trying to sneak through them. So we'll see.
And with a +1 to mobility and success, I'm gonna give myself a nat pass on the next one.
Done.
Similar situation.
Fantastic. Well done, sir. You sneak past them without a care in the world. Maybe narrate to me how you do it.
Okay, so Kulhavy's gonna look at it and sort of like figure things out. He's gonna try and look at threading the needle and figure out which is the best angle. So there's these sort of bulbous things here. I know it's not quite on the inside that way, but he's gonna look between the suits and figure out how they're sort of swaying in place motionless. And it's going to be one of those step throughs and like move with the breeze sort of scenarios.
Nice.
I am a leaf in the wind.
You can hear Kulhavy trying to like time his breaths with the swaying of the chains to minimize the movement. And then it's going to look like he's sort of awkwardly dancing because it's not consistent. I would assume the wind is blowing in different directions.
There's no wind. You're inside.
Oh, just the swaying of the David.
Oh, yeah.
He's
going to try and read them for a second, which is part of why the timer keeps counting down.
Right.
Then as he bobs through them, he's going to try and grab one suit and see if he can lift it. How heavy are the suits?
They're light.
Okay. So he's going to grab a suit in each hand and look like he's got two dance partners and then sort of start to weave and cross himself back through as gently as possible through the 2 rows of 20 and immediately burn the +1.
Fantastic. You never knew Kulhavy could be so graceful. He's a big dude. So
you can see buckets of sweat pouring down over the eye.
Nice. Amazing. Isaac, you watch as this happens. What's your reaction?
I mean, part of me wants to like, you know what? I'm just gonna like, seeing as I can't be loud about it. I'm just gonna.
Nice. Amazing. Okay, cool. You come out with 2 hazmat suits. Fantastic. And just as you do so, and Isaac's like,
very gently
yeah!
shut the door.
As you do so, and Isaac's like, yeah, you hear, boom, boom. Here, I've got a sound effect for it. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna say, please tell me that I get the door closed right before it goes.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
And there is a plume of smoke from the south. Winters, you see it going off. And as you do, I think, it would be you, Summers. Summers, you're probably closest, just because Babak is being sort of blocked by the containers. You look around and you see, from your perspective, the 2 androids that were over by the computer core, and they have suddenly raised their arms.
Oh shit!
And one goes, and it locks the clip into place, and their eyes turn from white to red.
Is this door electronic by any chance?
They're all manual. They're all manual.
Damn it. Is there anything we can jam across this door to keep these guys from coming out?
Probably.
I turn to you and gesture to the other Armat.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Let me be very clear. None of the androids inside of the warehouse have activated. It is only the 2 by the computer core.
Well, we just didn't know hearing the explosion.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Right.
I just want to be clear.
I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, you run to the bathroom. Go.
Actually, we had said we were going to move to the room where we get the needle gun. We still do that? Even though we haven't
we're trying to move
characters
across
to the room?
Yeah, sure. You guys can move into that room.
Myself.
Yeah, and the Major and the Doc probably should have gone with us too.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, then I guess you probably would not have seen these things then. That's fair. Then I guess that's just for the audience to know. The audience knows, but you don't. It's like one of those shots where like, oh, everything's cool, right? And then like the camera goes and like, red light eyes. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we got what we needed. Might as well hurry the fuck back to where the others are at.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I look over at Mac and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure Doc's gonna have an earful for us. Just, I don't know. Pretend you thought it was an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Isaac, make a perception roll, please, for me. Sorry, a observation roll. Stuck in D&D land.
Operation. A 3.
Fantastic. When the explosion goes off, and you're like, well, at least we got our shit, the door to the garage starts to open. And you see, sort of stooping out from underneath it, one figure, looks human, in a hazmat suit. You can't see their face. And they're armed. They have an AK-47. What do you do?
Can I quick drop one of the suits?
You do not see it.
Oh.
It is Isaac who does.
Oh, sorry.
What do you do?
I look like I'm barely about. I could barely have time to react. I'm gonna try to see if I could, like, quickly try to pull, Kulhavy.
Yes.
And wow. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them both over to the over right here.
Okay, that's behind the generator? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, quickly.
Sure. You grab them, and Isaac grabs you, Kulhavy, and you, Masters, and pulls you over behind the generator.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Boom.
Contact. Someone's coming out the garage.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna get on comms really quickly and let Summers and Winters know that. So funny saying that. That there's incoming from the garage.
Okay.
All right.
Like, guys, I think our little light show may have attracted some attention. And then I look at Newt. Sorry, forgot his name for a sec. I look at Newt and I'm just like, more Joes?
Seemed like a guy with a hazmat, though he looked like he was armed with a with an H.
I hop on comms and I say, incoming contact appears to be human. Remember we got one of their friends, so maybe they don't have to kill you.
Gotcha. Hey,
Totally wrong,
sorry, you're Major,
Yeah, could you
right?
could you put the Major's name in chat? Because I was having a hard time
Absolutely.
understanding
Yeah.
it through the Russian accent, and I know that what I wrote down is very wrong.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh yeah, that's not even
Tisha Lemieux, that's awesome.
Tisha.
Tisha.
I
really
had
Eastern French.
I had Bichel Emu.
Bisha
so-
Emu.
Bichel, like Michelle but with a B. Bichel Emu. is
Liberty
what I-
Bibbity. All right, here we go. All right. Sorry. There we go. That's how it's spelled.
Oh, it's just her last name, okay.
That is her name. Do you want her first name as well?
Bichel Emu. Oh, this is if that's all she gave us, that's all she gave us.
No, she said her name was Major Arietta Bisha Lemieux.
Bichel Emu.
Ah.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, Bichelamu.
That's the one the Three Musketeers fought, right?
Shut up. Shut
Get-
up, Patrick.
Go wait in the ATV.
Fucking
Take my English major and go home.
goot. She looks over at you, Summers. Yes.
And there's seems like one of your guys is walking around now.
There are survivors.
Seems like it. You mind vouching for us so that we don't have to make this get unnecessary?
Yes. I will do so. Yes. Where are they?
Where'd you say it was?
Garage. Just below the building, just below the warehouse that we came out of.
Out by the garage?
Yeah.
She sort of looks at you and looks at the doctor and then looks at Winters and says, how, if I go out there, you said that this was radiation. There was some kind of bomb?
Tell her
I will.
if I can hear this on comms and be like, tell her we got her a suit.
Yeah, we got you a suit.
Well, bring this suit. I will go out.
I can't
Like-
right now.
Well, we can go.
There's-
We can go around the back. They went into the needle building.
Yep.
Okay. So you
Come
guys
on,
are gonna
Mac.
go
We gotta
around
hoof it this way.
I hand Isaac one of the suits and just keep the scope drawn low.
Come on, guys, and I'm gonna start leading him around. Back
I'm going
to
to
the
ask
front.
your group to make a mobility check
I'll slide the door shut.
to see if that...
Lowest mobility is,
That's
I would
correct.
assume, Talron.
Yeah.
Scepter, what's your mobility, sir?
0.
Oh,
Plus your agility.
yeah.
Oh, it's
So you get your agility.
Total
so
is 3,
roll
right?
mobility.
3.
Yeah, so just
Oh,
roll a
Jesus
mobility
Christ.
check. You were pretty good on it before.
Alright.
That is a failure.
All right, when that happens, I'm gonna start running.
Okay. As
Move it, fuckers.
as you do so, this guy comes out of the garage, sort of like spins in your direction as you run off, and you just hear like him screaming something in Russian.
Don't care. Gonna run because
Okay.
I see the arrow for where we went into the building the first time.
Fair enough. You run, and you hear several footfalls running behind you.
Cool. So I gotta get to the chick. This is the door, right?
Yep. Yeah, that was the door we came in to find the ballerina boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not where they are, but I'm gonna cut through this building.
Yeah, we can cut through because they don't know that we've opened blocks or that we've opened the doors and the
Yeah.
passageway.
Okay.
This
You
ballerina building has a back door, so I'm cutting through.
you run over to the door, and there you
that's
guys are. You're way over
Perfect,
there.
actually.
Yeah, you run over to the door. You sort of screech to a halt. As you do so, you do see that there are 2 androids who are now sort of like and walking in your direction. Their eyes are glowing
Ah,
red.
Christ! Open the door.
And as you open the door, these 2 androids like level their suit guns in your direction and start speaking in Russian.
Diving through the door. Diving through the door into
Yeah.
the building.
Derek,
Um,
slam the
This is
door.
I'm gonna-
all about getting back to Pishalimu and getting her to
Totally
vouch for
fine.
us. That's
As you
all
jump
this
through the door,
is.
I want you to make a mobility check. Let's see if you guys can jump out of the way of this gunshot
Still has
that's
to be
coming in your
the lowest
direction.
of the 3 or all of us?
No, all 3 of you.
Or
Let's see
this
who
is
it actually goes
individual?
for. Individually.
Do I want to use my +1?
God,
No.
yes.
I'm gonna save my +1. Damn it! I should have used it.
Oh,
Bodyguard.
no.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it.
Go ahead, push that roll.
Taking a stress point. Pushing the roll. Gonna use my +1 this time.
There we
Hey,
go.
3 successes.
You jump through, all 3 of
I'm
you.
banking those 2 future +1s.
Swoosh, you throw the door open, and just like as these guys aim for you with their suit gun, you hear like heavy caliber fire as the 3 of you just jump through the door.
Now, the question is, if other people were running after us, did they get hit by the new Fulisate of bullets?
You do not know. You jumped through the door.
All right, can you
History
put?
likes-
Can we get into the building now?
You certainly can. Let me just move you inside.
Open the
We
door,
could-
please.
we
I'm
could
assuming you
slam
slammed the shut before. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. Very well
Yeah.
said.
and
Absolutely.
then slam it shut, and then just go sprinting past.
Yeah.
Wait, quick check. Are there still 3 eggs in there?
There are.
Good.
Okay.
Now we go sprinting. Literally, like I like to think it was exactly like sprinting in the hallway. Wait, hold on, run back. Yes, there's still 3. Okay, boom, down the
Camera.
fucking.
I need the music from Clue. It's like yes, 3 bodies, everything's fine. Okay,
Slam
let's
it-
go.
Just gonna slam down every door, like, as we keep going.
We get her in the
Um,
corner. Masters is maybe a little out of breath. She's like, well,
I throw the suit to Pichelmew and say, put it on.
we got
Let's
you a
put it
suit.
on.
Your friend might be chasing us. Also, your androids are pissed. But we got you the suit.
And then I say,
Yeah. go
check
ahead.
that door. If it's clear, we run straight for the garage because now they're not there and the door's open.
Or she could just talk to the guy.
Okay, Pichelemu like immediately just takes the time, steps into the suit, zips it up, activates the sort of vacuum seal on it, and you just hear as the air filtration system sort of kicks in. By the way, these hazmat suits, they you can still breathe the air. There's no like there's no air supply to them from what I remember. I have to check the
It's just filtration.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just filtration and radiation prevention. Yeah. So there's no like it's not like you have an air tank because you
We
there
don't have
is
to make
air.
air supply rolls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Fair. Dr.
That is
Babak sort of looks at all of you and says, I think I think that we are in a relatively precarious situation here.
Pickle.
Welcome to the fucking Marines. Okay. Pishlimu, do you know who might have been in the garage? Will they talk to you? Will they
do
not
not
kill
know
us
who
if
was
you
in
ask
the.
them?
No, I do not. I assume that maybe security forces, maybe scientists. I do not know.
Well, your security, can you talk to them?
If they will listen, yes.
Why wouldn't they?
I do not know.
Do we have a bullshit check in this game? I forget.
Sort of
Like
just
observation.
observation versus manipulation.
2 successes.
Cool. Yeah, you don't detect anything in her voice or body posture that seems to indicate that she's lying.
Alright.
Or trying to manipulate you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So,
guys, say, what do you think? Run or try to talk? We got some angry androids outside, just FYI.
Yeah, it's 2.
I mean, if we run, they're just gonna follow us. So.
Yes, but if there's a garage right there and we can get inside a vehicle, it's going to be harder for them to run after us.
Yeah, but if we can just get them to stop shooting at us and help us, like she is, promise of a ride off planet.
And concerned we still need to get to that core.
Yeah.
That too.
First day on the job and dealing with this kind of shit.
I was gonna fucking retire in 2 weeks.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
That's what happens when someone calls out.
Look, just go fucking talk to the man, alright?
Okay.
Please.
Okay. She walks out the door and sort of looks both ways. And then she says, I think I see them. I think I will go and talk.
Do we have... Can our suit connect to her suit's comms?
No. I don't think
Not
so.
even with the
double check.
contact roll?
I'm pretty sure there's no... Like,
I just remember
inbound.
we rewired some comms from some Blackguard helmets before. I didn't know if we could rewire comms from her helmet to connect to ours.
If you remember, the radiation was messing with your comms when you first got on the planet.
Right.
But
I think we're just
nothing
gonna
with
make-
hers.
Just
Make
want
the
to make
risky
sure she
call.
doesn't. Just want to make sure she doesn't backstab us. But
She walks out
Yeah.
the door. She like looks down towards the garage, and she says, and she starts like waving and speaking in Russian, and you hear some other voices in Russian speaking to her, a male voice and a female voice. And then Pichelamu sort of wanders north and out of your line of sight.
Maybe keep an eye on her.
You want to go out?
yeah, probably. I'm gonna go try and stealthily peek around this corner.
All right.
Also stealth.
God damn it! Fail.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of clunk, and as you do so, you see, like you actually before you see anything, you hear like the sounds of cocking rifles, aiming in your direction, as 3 figures who are all sort of surrounding Major Pichelamu all sort of aim towards you, and she says, and she's like starts speaking in Russian, sort of like with her hands up, like don't shoot.
Okay, if she's telling them not to shoot us, then I'm not gonna grab a weapon.
Okay.
We still have a wounded Xeno on the loose, plus Joes that are firing.
Well, they can probably deal with the Joes. That's why I want them to be friendly.
You see at least one other person other than Pichelamu around the corner.
Hey, speak
You wanna
English?
go-
The person sort of turns in your direction and says, American. UA?
USCMC, yeah. Not gonna bullshit you.
He says something in Russian to somebody outside of your line of sight. He says, Jaba dusya. Balashi shindye. Surinija. And then he sort of points in your direction. Out of your line of sight, there comes another person. And as he comes into the light, you see it's an older man. He's still on his, he's in his suit, but you sort of see his face through the faceplate. That's what it looks like. And he says in pretty much like fluent English, he says, "Welcome to Uragan. I am Colonel Dr. Balaj. We surrender."
Colonel Dr. Balaj, so you can tell us what the fuck happened here.
Yes, I can. And he sort of like looks around and he says, although I think this would be the inappropriate place for it.
All right, Doc. How about we do it by the data core?
Balaj looks at you and he says, I'm afraid that will not do. The core is under guard by some previous members of our staff.
You mean the 2 cents out there? They gone rogue?
I would not call them rogue, as they are, at this point in time, controlled by Ivan. And Ivan controls everything in this facility.
So why would Ivan want to kill you?
We are speaking quite a great deal here in the outdoors where things...
All right,
Maybe.
come inside the room and tell us the fuck is going on. And I'm just
How
gonna
about
turn
we
right
go to the
around.
garage? Or there's
No, I actually kind of want to find out what's inside this cube. And he could probably tell us.
He sort of looks back at one of the other members of his little retinue, a woman, and says, "Yeah, the Lebedev. Kajina?"
I am going to, as they're doing that, I'm going to walk over to Winters and I say, whatever you do, do not let him know you have that gun.
What gun?
Good girl. And then I look at Summers and Kulhavy and be like, keep him the fuck away from this cube.
You got it. See what I can do.
Okay.
I want to think he's on the level, still want to, but just in case, you know.
Sure. They come inside. The workshop facility.
All right, Doc, we're inside. Start talking. What the fuck happened here?
I do not wish to waste your time. I heard an explosion. I can only assume that you have done damage to the facility in some way or another.
Your bunkhouse is no longer habitable, but if you talk to Fishelimu here, she'll explain to you what it looked like before we blew it up, because that's where we rescued her.
I see. Well, I would assume that you would know more than I, considering that it was the UA that attacked us first.
The UA attacked you?
You do not know.
No fucking idea.
That's team for us. I think.
Tell you what. You tell me what you know, I'll tell you what I know. No bullshit.
May we shut the door, please?
By all means. Okay, get inside.
Ah. Still on Overwatch at the door, though.
You know what? I'm gonna You know what? I'm gonna also do Overwatch as well.
What,
Any vents?
what are you overwatching, gentlemen?
Are there vents in this room?
There are, yes. There are events in every room.
Then yeah, I'm looking at those.
I'm seeing if anything comes towards the door, like if there's no windows to the outside, it's just sort of sealed room.
Sealed room. Concrete.
And just pointed in the direction of the door so that if there's any movement banging on the door or door opens, I've got clean line of sight to the open triangle when the door opens.
Okay. I'll allow that. That's no problem. 100%.
I've got Master's back Overwatch on the 4 UPP in case of anything.
Cool.
I'm still thinking about that damn Xeno, so vents.
Fair.
Good plan.
All of these are fair. Balaj.
Y'all are such good Marines.
When they live. Sorry, I had to say it. Balaj, Dr. Balaj sits down with his 2 other compatriots, as well as Pichelamu, and sort of says to the group of you, he says, "It was a week and a half ago, and we were attacked with the bioweapons. These things from Corinth colony, they exploded out of men and women and children. Coming out of their..." And he sort of like motions to his chest, as if they were parasitic things.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
It was like a disease, but it was one that we had heard that your people had gestated. There is a force within your United Marine Corps. You probably are unaware. One called... what was it called? Hey. And the woman in the back, who has been silent up until now, she says, in broken English, she says, "Program Deep Void. Deep Void." Balaj says, "Yes, thank you, Miss Lebedev. It was called Deep Void. Deep Void infected my people. And when that occurred, we were forced to enact a unfortunate device that would cleanse the colony of its diseases."
What unfortunate device is that?
A nuclear device?
Doesn't seem to have hurt the beast, though, has it?
Well, Ivan went on clean room protocol and took over all of the working Joes, who then started to kill all the personnel here at Uragan.
Well, when you clean house, you clean house.
Very true. Once our retrieval ship arrives, Ivan will upload its data core to this ship, and the entire site will be cleansed.
Yeah, I had heard that your people were on the way to nuke this place, though I hadn't heard they had any intent of getting you out in the process. Seems that you were not their top priority.
If that is what it is, then so be it.
Well, you are a stoic motherfucker. All right, I'll tell you what I know. We were told that Corinth Colony fell victim to its own bioweapons experiments, and I'm not really gonna tap on the cube. I'm just gonna make it look like fake tap on the cube. And from what I've seen in here and out there, you're not exactly innocent of that. So please feel free to enlighten me if I'm wrong.
I was not
And we were
involved with whatever is in this room. I do not know what this is. This is not my area of expertise. We were a site only for testing combat androids.
Well, if you didn't do what's in here, who did?
I do not know.
Well,
make an
that is a
observation.
problem.
Absolutely. What are you doing, Isaac?
As I'm listening, I'm checking to see if he's like absolutely bullshitting about the whole.
Yeah, you sort of like keep one eye on the ceiling, in the shafts, and as you're listening, you're like eye up here, eye down there. You're like eye up here, down.
No,
Go ahead.
yeah, observation.
Yes, please.
Oof.
Checks
Really?
out. Checks out.
You can push. You can push it if
wanna
you
push
want.
it? Oh my gosh. You want to push it?
Yeah.
Push it. Out of
I
stress.
got no stress right now.
He's got no stress.
Exactly.
I have an
Hey,
excuse.
plenty of time for stress.
Thanks, nap relief. Hey, there you go.
Isaac, although you don't notice anything visually or audially with what Dr. Balaj is saying, your eyes pass over the woman named Lebedev. And when Balaj is speaking, Lebedev crosses her arms and like grits her teeth and sort of like looks at him under lidded eyelid, like a lidded glance like this. And although she says nothing, she just sort of sighs.
You know what? Just gonna. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna tap on Summers' shoulder, and just gonna give like a signal of. And then I point over towards the lady. Like, at least try to not be directly pointing at her, but, you know, just signaling. I got trying to, yeah.
Yeah, Summers is just going to say, something on your mind there?
You're saying it to who? To the lady or to
Yeah,
Isaac?
to the lady.
She sort of like snaps, looks up at you, and she's like, "Что?" And she clearly doesn't understand English very well. She sort of looks over at Balaj, and Balaj sort of looks over at her, and they go back and forth with a couple of sentences in Russian. And he sort of like smiles at her and says, and then Lebedev, the woman, looks over at you, Summers, and says, "Nothing wrong."
Sure about that, huh? Seems like you might have known a little bit more about what's going on here. Maybe one of these places was more your expertise?
Nothing wrong.
Gonna lean over to Masters. Radio Shack said that he was looking funny.
Did you just call him Radio Shack?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it. It's sticking. It stays.
Space
It's special.
racism.
Oh my god. No, is that racism? She's talking about Newt.
Newt.
Yeah.
She's calling our techie Radio Shack.
Oh, I
It's
thought you were
great.
calling the synth radio.
No.
No.
It's called Newt Radio Shack. And it's
Holy
great.
shit, that was funny.
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, everything here fucking looks funny.
You might
All
know
right,
something.
look. You telling me not one of you here knows how to override Ivan?
We have tried. Ivan requires a security clearance code, which even I do not know, says Balaj.
Who would know?
He points up.
I'm assuming you don't mean the beast.
Oh no. I mean the ones who are coming to kill us all.
Oh, well, that's just fucking delightful.
Got time for that.
I think we also got time not to die.
Oh, I definitely don't plan on dying today. That's not on my agenda. Ugh.
All right, so
I mean, look, Doc, I'll be frank with you. We've been lied to on pretty much every mission we've gone on, so if we were lied to this time, I'm not going to be surprised by it. But the bottom line is I gotta come back with something.
I understand. What is it that you require of me?
You got any proof it was UA that sicked this attack on you?
No. I do not.
Is things bursting out of people's chests. We've run into that before. And that was from a UPP ship. The Glory of the Proletariat, I believe it was called. Ring a bell?
Shakes his head.
I look back at Lebedev and I say, "You, Glory of the Proletariat," and then I'll try to say it in really broken, bad Russian.
No, they both shake their head.
It had some prisoners on it. And actually, hold on, I gotta back up because now I can't remember. This is out of game now because now I'm having a moment. I'm like, is this correct? It was one of the prisoners that had the thing burst out of its chest?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure because it was so many sessions ago. I wanted to
It
make sure.
didn't
I was-
burst out of
Say-
his chest. It
burst
burst
out
out
of
of
him.
his
Him.
head.
His head. That's right. Okay. Yeah, the one of those prisoners that had been kept on this UPP ship, we managed to rescue. He'd been kept in cryo, and well, on the ride back, a smaller version of your beast burst out of his fucking head. Sound familiar?
No, I do not understand. No.
Does it sound familiar to what happened here? You say things bursting out of people that come out of their heads?
I mean, it sounds the same as what happened here, yes?
Well, so, if it happened to prisoners on a UPP ship,
I cannot account for
I'm
what
not
happened
I'm
to
not
you.
saying
I
you're
do not wish
responsible,
to
I'm
get
just saying that-
confrontational. I simply wish to get off of this planet before we are all dead.
yeah, I know. All I'm saying is I gotta go back to my boss with fucking something. You
Then let
understand?
me help you. Let me help you. Yes?
How can you help me?
You have been in the warehouse, yes? I saw you and your compatriots looking in the warehouse.
Yeah, we needed a hazmat suit for your friend here.
Very kind. She, I'm sure, very much appreciates it. Do you not? And Pichelamu just like nods her head. And she says, I very much appreciate. I very much appreciate. Balaj is like, thank you, Major. In the warehouse, there were 3 the Widow Witch android, very high power, how do you say, efficient androids, much more powerful than the working Joes. If we activate them, along
Out
with
of
your
game question.
firepower,
Okay, sorry. Continue.
if we activate them, along with your firepower, there should be more than enough for you to enter this core, the Ivan core, and obtain what you need.
Quick out of game question, which I should have asked earlier. Do I know what a David looks like? Would I have known they were Davids when I saw them the first time?
I would say that, yes, you have relative historical knowledge of what androids used to look like 100 and some odd years ago.
It's like talking about a Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Davids looked like people. I was just making sure that
they're
I knew
Wayland
what
Yutani as opposed to Hyperdyne androids, or Seegson. Yeah.
Well, just because, like, I was looking back on what we do know about Deep Void, and that Davids are important to Deep Void. So, it's been like...
Also, if a David can connect with Ivan, does that mean that we run into more trouble?
And say, my main question is, can you activate these Davids without Ivan taking control the way he has with the Joes?
Yes, absolutely. Because the activation protocol, he points at his head, right up here.
And they won't connect with Ivan and then turn on us?
No.
And you won't have them turn on us?
Why would I do that?
We should do one at a time.
If there is any way of obtaining a way off of this planet, it is through you.
That's going to be a problem if we can't communicate nor...
Ah, but my very large one-eyed friend, there is a communications dish. And he points outside.
There is. Our doc pegged that on the way in.
Same place as you said where the core is.
No, but I mean, but it boils back to the problem being we can't get to that communication dish without taking care of Ivan.
That is why we need the Davids.
Yeah,
That's what he's offering the Davids for. Yeah.
You are piecing us together. You are not grunts, as they call you.
Oh, we are absolutely grunts. We're just the best.
He smiles.
We just grunt real pretty.
Well, maybe you did before you lost the eye. Now I'm not so sure.
Thanks.
That's all right. You were never my type anyway. Anyway.
Listen, Masters, I'm not looking for that right now. I'm just trying to not die. Again.
Again, you haven't died once. Come on.
All right, so what is in
Doc.
that garage you guys just walked out of? Let's start with that.
Uh,
What do you have for vehicles in there right now?
He looks over at the male, who has actually been very, very quiet from here, from this particular. He says, we have it is fully equipped for vehicle maintenance. It is empty at this point in time. There is an engine for a what do you know them? An ox.
The loader.
But there are no vehicles in the garage.
All right.
Oh, it's all right. If we're taking rides, I've already picked mine. And I just wink at Keg. Prom dress.
No, I hear what you're thinking. That's not what I'm talking about. If there's enough tools in there, we could. Do you think that Radio Shack could scramble up an EMP of some kind based on the loose mechanical related things in the garage?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of supplies in the warehouse. We just got to get them out without waking up the Joes.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Summers is right that you guys did run into a David unit in Go Fish.
Was that Maitland?
Maitland is not a. Oh no, that's right. Maitland is not a David unit. Sorry, Summers.
No, but in Go Fish was when we learned about Deep Void.
Correct.
Yeah, and there's a guy named David.
Yeah,
That's
no,
David.
because
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's what I was reading about. Deep Void got a transmission from David the Synth.
That's right. You got a transmission from David.
They got a transmission from David, and they've been trying to piece together the missing part of his information, which means other Davids might be useful to them.
Right, but you actually have not yet met an actual David synth.
No.
That was in the previous. That was in Destroyer of Worlds. Davidovich.
Ah, I forgot about Davidovich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Same guy. So, with that said, what do you guys want to do?
We need to distract the two out front.
Well, the two out front or two out back have not come banging on the doors, so
That's a little worrisome.
Well, they didn't come around the back. They might still be out front when we came in, thinking we're going to go out the same way we went in.
Okay, so
I'm more worried about waking up the posse in the warehouse.
That's the other part of the problem. Yeah. But here's the thing. So should we, before trying to wake up anything in the warehouse, should we try and silence the two that are out there and clear the door, get just enough into Ivan that we draw anything that is awake and alert and moving that wasn't killed to one place while the deactivated units are still deactivated?
As far as I know, those two out there are all that the pup saw, yeah?
I did like 6 zones because then it was six turns, 6 rounds, and wanted to keep. I think I just did one quick circle of the open area space and did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, like outside wise, and we've done a lot of the buildings, like outside
There was a
wise.
south gate I avoided, and we don't. If there was anything like the gate we came in, weren't there a few Joes near the front gate?
There was only the one Joe at the front gate that we disabled when we came in.
Yeah, on the west side.
Yeah.
We're speculating as much as our characters. I say we take care of the two outside first, rather than run the risk of 20 pouring out and 2 flanking from another position.
I mean, I'm worried about starting a firefight that wakes up the other 20, but by the same token...
Suppressor.
They didn't wake up when we blew the barracks, so...
Maybe that's because Ivan doesn't know yet that there's a threat.
I'll go hunting then. Sure. I'll use the suppressor. They'll have to pass observation checks to find me in the shot. And I'll make a bunch of mobility checks. It's not the best plan, but it could work. And if our comms are still okay, at least within range. What is the range on comms?
At this point in time? Probably long range. Rather than extreme range. I think that's 3 zones. At least.
I don't know. I feel like waking up the Davids for backup firepower is the better bet, but you know me, I'm all about democracy.
Well, then do you want me to stay and cover you going in with Radio Shack to open up the Davids?
Oh, we got to take in the doc here. He's the one who knows how to turn them on.
Oh, right. I'm just worried about them ganging up on you in there if waking up the... Okay, you know, we don't know. We can't do it. We gotta pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay outside. I'll keep an eye out for the 2 that are awake.
All right.
Summers, you stay with them so you can bodyguard if something goes bad inside.
Yep.
What should I do?
You should be on hand because the electrical stuns will at least help curb the numbers. Yeah, it should be everybody out. I need at least 1 because it's the thing running around that's injured. All right, I'll take...
Keep Radio Shack.
Yeah.
And maybe one of these guys.
I'll keep
eyes. And maybe one of these guys. Hey Doc, any of you guys handy with guns?
Of course. Lebedev, Mean, they are good soldiers.
I'll take Isaac in a red shirt, and we're gonna go up here-ish.
It's like the Joes are after them too. Take Steve, I want Lebedev to stay with us. Take the other one.
The one whose name is Min, who's sort of a gruff...
Min.
Yeah. He's sort of a gruff, bearded guy. There he is.
Nice.
That's just M-I-N?
M-I-N-H.
H.
Kind of looks like a young Stalin.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dude, young Stalin was hot.
Plan making in action.
Oh, it was a picture that made the rounds a while back. Young Stalin was incredibly attractive. It's kind of disconcerting.
I do remember that.
What the fuck? All right. What are you guys doing?
Googling young Stalin?
No, beyond that.
Actually, do you guys have another gun? I don't have one
That's
anymore.
right. Winters does not have a gun. The glory of the proletariat.
And I walk out the door.
Did you share the picture? Did you beat me to it? Okay, good.
No. All right.
No, I just dressed it.
I would say at this time, because you've been in a safe space for more than 10 minutes, all of you can, 1, regain a health point if you haven't.
Yay!
And you can drop 1 stress.
Yay!
Can I actually use my ability to lower someone else's stress?
Sure. Why not?
Finally.
I'm good now. You don't need to. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. Does anyone have any stress to lower actually at this point? Because you used all of your nap leave to like drop everybody's stress.
I'm pretty cool apparently.
I have
Heading
forward
into the
left.
situation though.
Yeah, I don't see anybody with any stress at this point actually.
Oh, well, dang.
Next
Yeah.
time. Next time.
That's okay.
The one time.
The one
we can.
time. And you can't use it on yourself, right, Winters?
No, I can't.
Oh, balls. All right.
It says people find themselves relaxing when you are around. Once per turn, you may reduce the stress level of another character within a short range by 1. In addition, the normal stress recovery. In order to use this talent, you and any character that hopes to benefit from your calming presence must be in a relatively safe place.
Okay.
And I cannot use it on myself.
Balls.
Unfortunately.
All right. It is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
All right, so
It is what it is.
Tell me what it is that you are going to do. There's a lot of planning.
We are going to take the motion detector, Isaac, Red Shirt, and myself, and we're going to go up and behind here where the three of us were hanging when the garage door opened.
Okay.
I think I'm stabbing in the dark here, but I think.
Oh,
that's
let
where
me
we
let me open the door for you since you are clearly needing a door opened.
up heresies.
All right, so you're taking the motion. You have the motion detector now.
Yes, because then
Okay.
if well, in Kulhavy's mind anyway, we didn't use the motion detector while the thing came down at the ceiling from you. So I'm
Yeah, correct.
right or wrong. I'm assuming it's going to work, and I'm going to assume that
It'll work. It'll pick it up. Yeah, that's why I turned it on in the next room just in case it came in.
Well, Patrick's trying not to metagame that.
That's
True.
well, I mean, but it's not even
Plus
metagaming.
custom.
He knows that I used it.
Yeah. And then basically covering things if they come on patrol, but also us being outside and far enough away to cover your exit minimizes the number of troubles. It just means that you're in a pile of Joes if something goes bad on the inside.
Yeah.
But minimalization of threat risk while allowing the three of us outside to be aware if whatever in the nope room and if the injured thing end up on the crawl in any way, shape, or form. Two of us.
The nope room was probably the beast, to be honest.
Probably.
But maybe not. Who the fuck knows?
I don't know. We don't know. Not worth exploring. We should get the hell out of here. So I'm going to go for that, and we're going to cover ground and run observations when it's...
And the rest
Not
of the gang is going to go hold ground outside of the warehouse while we get David's.
Okay. I will move Min. I will move Lebedev. I'll move Pichelamu. And I will move Balaj. And of course, Dr. Babak. I have 5.
So you guys are holding ground immediately outside the warehouse. That's your plan.
Sort of within sight of the immediate door of the warehouse, but not right next to it. So we've got some room if you need to come charging out.
Cool.
And then I'll roll an observation for keeping watch outside, and then
Cool. Babab and Lebedev
inside
need
stress.
to come with me.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going into the warehouse to get the Davids.
Got it. Okay, so Balaj and Lebedev are going with you.
Yes, because
Cool.
Lebedev I want to keep an eye on, and Balaj is the one who knows how to turn them on.
Are someone going to staying in the needle room or posted outside?
I think I was staying on standby in case something is wrong.
If you're standbying, then you should be standbying somewhere relatively close to us. If they said the garage was empty, I'd stand by in the garage.
Okay. Yep.
You going in the garage?
I'm just going to stand by at the intersection of the garage.
Okay, the door is open to the garage if you wanted to go inside. It's up to you.
And I think Winters is going to stand by in the garage so that if somebody needs help, she can help. It's that she doesn't get blown up.
Fantastic. Winters goes right by the garage.
Actually, yeah, she's right by the garage. Then she can dive in and hide if she needs to, but she's on hand if
No
we
problem.
need her
No problem.
assistance.
No problem. Balaj sort of peeks in. He says, "Magnificent, Dorothy."
This is all your work?
Well, part of it, yes.
What was the other part?
I'll be right inside.
And then he turns around and sort of like disappears inside.
Oh, I don't like that.
Lebedev, as soon as Balazs goes inside, Lebedev like runs over to you, sort of like jogs over to you, and she starts like motioning with her hands, and she says, and like she points inside, and she says, Dr. Balazs, no good, kill, and she points off in the distance, kill Corinth, he killed Corinth.
I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna look at Balazs, who just made that
Balazs is not.
crazy-ass-
Balazs has gone inside. You do not see him any longer.
Oh, I'm standing in the doorway,
Okay. He
my
disappears
plan,
inside into the darkness.
so I can see him right there. He's right there.
Yeah, he's actually inside. Well, if you can see him, then Lebedev does not.
Oh, okay. So she says that to me, and after she says that, then I'll poke my head in the door.
Okay, if you look inside, Balazs is inside, and he is at a terminal typing away. He's just type.
I'm gonna come stand over his shoulder. What you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
You turn on the Davids from the terminal?
Yes, the initiation codes must be turned on from the terminal.
How do I know you're not turning on all these guys right here?
Why would I do that? Then Ivan would take them over, and we would all be dead.
What
Continues
if
to
it's
type.
not Ivan? What if it's you?
You're a very suspicious American. Type.
I'm gonna observation check him.
Be my guest.
Fuck.
Type.
I'm gonna push it.
Type.
Pushing.
Pushing.
One success. Based on his demeanor, I'm trying to figure out if he's fucking us over.
How? What do you mean, specifically?
His whole, like, when I asked what was the other part of your work, and he's like, I'm just gonna go inside. Like, all of a sudden, now that I've got him where he wants to be, he's suddenly being far more glib and relaxed than he was before.
Yeah. He's not...
I'm trying to check his... this is a bullshit check. This
Yeah.
is a sincerity check.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you everything that the bullshit check will give you.
Oh, that's
right?
fine. Yeah.
But what I will tell you is this, for your one success, that he's not telling you everything.
I am gonna... I can't remember. Do we have a bug out word?
I don't know
Banana.
if we do.
We have a bug out
Yeah,
word?
no, I wrote it down. Zombie hut.
Zombie hut?
Where the
I have
fuck?
something written down called zombie hut. I have
was
an
Zombie Hut?
abbreviation BOS4LJ, which I know we had come up with when Mac was still alive.
Oh, it's a long time ago. I feel like we had a bug out word, and I don't remember what it was.
And then under that, I had zombie hut.
Watermelon?
Maybe not.
Was it
Maybe we
watermelon?
don't.
I'm gonna say that it's rutabaga.
Okay. she like calls out, rutabaga, and everyone's like, what?
No, I'm just gonna get on comms and say Mac potential rutabaga, or not. I keep saying Mac. I'm sorry, like gang potential
All right, I'll take
rutabaga.
that.
Winters, you have no idea. You're on comms, and you hear like rutabaga, you're like,
I'm gonna be like potential
Isaac,
rutabaga.
you have
Hang
no
tight.
idea what rutabaga means.
And then I am going to pull out. Which one am I gonna pull out? My semi-automatic pistol, and I'm gonna hold it to the back of his head.
Oh!
I'm going to say, I don't think you're telling me everything, so before you type another letter, I need some sincerity. Right fucking now.
Okay. He slowly turns to you, and that's when Winters, right outside at the garage, you hear hoot, 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 hoot,
My life.
hoot, hoot,
We did forget about them.
hoot, and turning around slowly, because this hooting noise is not far from your position, you see coming around the corner from you. How do I best describe it? Probably best not to describe it. Probably best to just show you.
God.
This thing is probably the same size of Bolshoi. But as it creeps around the corner, the first thing that you notice is that it's graceful and lithe, and it's not covered with black carapace and chitin. It is pure white, and it has a beautiful white triangular head and a bulbous sort of front. and it looks much more human in terms of its overall demeanor than the last thing that you saw. It looks like that.
Oh.
And as it looks over at you, Winters, and it goes, hoot, hoot, and opens its mouth and its jaw unhooks, hoot, 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 and it lunges at you, Winters.
I'm running to bodyguard.
You run, Summers, run, and you jump, and just before you screech to a halt, there is an enormous screech, like something from another world. And jumping off the top of the garage is Bolshoi. Bolshoi and this creature immediately start to just wrestle and bite and claw at each other. There is this enormous tumult as these creatures immediately attack each other. Balaj looks at you, Masters, and is like, what is going on? And I think, yeah, that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
My God.
Yeah, that's the perfect ending. Hold on, I'll just give you the sort of the alien versus alien fan fiction that we always wanted. There you go.
Wait, which type of fan fiction?
I mean, the good stuff. It's always the good stuff.
The good stuff? Oh, no.
The good stuff.
You said, there you go. Did you just give us something?
I mean, we'll see. Okay, so there's this one, the white one,
Yep.
and then there's this one. Let's just call it.
Right?
Just call it no, the white one. You have no idea. You've just been hearing it hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot. The hooting
There were
thing.
a bunch of these outside. We got
And then
there.
this one, which is, it's like Spy versus Spy. I just realized this.
Oh boy.
It totally is. Oh my God. Only way
And
scarier.
half of us can't see any of this.
I'm threatening a Russian scientist. Yeah.
There's this going on inside the warehouse, and he's just type. He's like, what the fuck? And then, and that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh
You
my
hate it.
God, what have I done?
I'm standing right next to
And
them.
you're right there, Winters.
Oh my God.
I would say
And
this.
I don't have a gun.
Yeah, no gun.
Still,
But
I
yeah,
need this.
right there, Summer's running for you, Winter's like, fuck, and then boom, blackout. And that's where we're gonna stop for tonight. I have to, because that's the best possible place to do it.
Oh my God.
Man.
No, it's a very good stopping point. Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
okay.
Are you sure this isn't the sequel to Alien Isolation?
It's,
Might as well. Be.
it might as well be, man,
You
because
need to play that game before.
Oh, it is.
Our next session.
fantastic.
it's so good. It's so good.
It is super worth
Um,
it. It's a
alright.
slow burn, but it's definitely worth it.
For real,
Nice.
100%. So, that said, folks, let's go ahead and just go around the proverbial horn. Let me just do this really quickly and shoot on our little thingy-dingies here, our social media doodads, and let's just go this way. Let's go start with the person who's getting, double-teamed, maybe? Maeve Climber. I don't even want to say that. It's what the fuck? Sorry, Maeve. Had to do it. This is a mature stream. All right, let's go. Maeve, where can people find you on the internet?
Well, first and foremost, I'm Maeve, and I need an adult. Clearly.
I am an adult.
Yeah. Front row seats to the WWE SmackDown.
Oh my god.
You can find me at Maeve
So
Climber on Twitch.
bad.
You can also find me on Discord and a bunch of other places.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maeve. We'll see you in a month's time, and God help you. All right. Yeah, for real. We're good. Moving on down. Jonathan. Jonathan, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at freshly_zested, Instagram at blue4orange, and you're gonna find me tomorrow here doing some Call of Cthulhu, and we're gonna get back into it.
Fuck yes. I've been waiting for so long. Give us a reminder really quickly, Jonathan, since you're plugging. What's the name of your Call of Cthulhu scenario?
It is a one-shot scenario called In the Hereafter, taking place in 1920s, China, specifically the city of Xi'an.
Nice.
It's a very fun time in history, let me tell you.
And this is the second session of this one shot.
That's right. This is the second session.
I love
It's really only the second. Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really is. So if you need some, which I certainly do, sort of remembering, go on back into YouTube and you'll see In the Hereafter session 1. So I'll be watching that between today and tomorrow because I'll be like,
I will probably try to
what
do that tomorrow
happened?
too. Like
Who's what? Where?
I
the
just
what?
remember that I'm excited. I love May, and I'm excited to be May again. But
Yay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Moving on down to Sarah. Sarah, where can people find you on the internet?
Sarah, you can find me on the interwebs at Lovely Llama on Twitter and Instagram, and here on Slices and Dices all the time. I'll be here tonight for Call of Cthulhu, or tomorrow night.
Well, technically it is tonight because
It's
1 in the
tonight,
morning,
actually.
you know,
Yeah,
right?
now it's 1 o'clock. It's tonight. Excited to be Chang Mei again. She's fun. Not like my usual characters, so very enjoyable. And you can also find me on Saturday with the Mates of Fate. I don't know if any of you are still in chat because I know you all have real jobs. But if you're still there, looking forward to playing Cabaltica with you guys tomorrow night. It's going to be fun.
Ditto. Thank you so much, Sarah. Moving on over to this gentleman in the bottom left-hand corner. That is Scepter. Scepter, where can people find you on the internet, sir?
You'll definitely find me on Twitter at Kane Random, where I'm always posting nerd stuff, art, video game related stuff, tabletop, whatever. And you'll also find me on Call of Cthulhu tomorrow night as well. And yes, it's not tomorrow because
It's
West Coast
today.
time.
He's in California. It's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It is tomorrow for you.
Where I'm playing as what was his name? Timmers?
Timur
Timur. Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Timur.
There's a lot of Russians in our games. What's up with that?
Hmm.
It's like it's poignant or something.
Together.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Scepter. Appreciate it. And sorry, they're such idiots. All right. And then finally, this guy over here, that's Patrick Marin. Patrick, where can people tell, where can you tell us where to find you?
I will
on the
tell
internet?
you
Please
where
tell
I
me.
can tell you.
Tell me.
As always, at Pat Marin, Instagram and patmarin.com for information about. Actually, I'll be running the free session for Cast Party in May.
Yeah.
So the
do you know what you're gonna run? What are you gonna run? Anything?
I am keeping that a secret right now.
Balls!
because
Come on.
Okay, fine. I will officially announce it here. I will be running a one-shot set in my home world, but I will be opening up a customized version of Storm King's Thunder if there's interest to fill a party. I think I'm going to do it once a month.
Nice.
If this goes well, I've set up a level 3 adventure. People can play for free if they want to. If they can sign up fast enough, there's going to be 5 slots. I want to do a party of 5, and I want to try and run Storm King's Thunder this year over the summer and see if people are into it and run with it, and if there's enough players. And then I'm going to run it in my homebrew world because I have some really cool ideas about giants.
You know what, Patrick? If there's anyone
yeah.
who can make Storm King's Thunder work, it's you.
Thanks. And then I do whiskey tastings privately. People can hire me out at barrover.com. Information will be coming soon. I may be getting some ad copy and a commercial on a wrestling network. We'll talk about that later.
What the fuck?
Or you can go to his bar and
Details
play
to come
6 degrees
later.
of Kevin Bacon with him.
Whiskey,
and his
whiskey,
bartending
whiskey.
experience,
Let's go.
Or yes, or you can come drink with us in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Yeah.
which is fun.
I can't wait to actually get
Good
back
time.
out into the world again and be a person.
Definitely hire a babysitter.
Oh,
The two of you come down, just enjoy a night. We'll put you in a cab or
please.
get a hotel in the city.
We'll pour you into a taxi.
Just as long as
We don't close till 4 a.m. I'm the closer.
Wow.
I will give you stories.
I'm like
I owe you
45,
stories.
man. I haven't been to a bar till 4 a.m. since I was like in my 20s.
And it'll be really easy to
I
get you
don't.
drunk.
I don't remember how late Brandon and I
I'm a good
stayed. But
bartender.
there's a
Nice.
reason I don't remember how late we stayed. It's because he's a good bartender.
Nice. Amazing. Thank you very much, Patrick. I'm Matt. I am a 45-year-old lightweight. And
You know, Matt, I saw you at a wedding. You're
that's
not
true.
that lightweight.
That's true. I did have a few. But I ate a lot. So anyway, you can catch me here on Slices and Dices on Thursdays and Fridays, mostly Fridays. Although we do take some breaks every once in a while, as we're doing with our Ravenloft campaign, and we're allowing for room to breathe and other things to come in to fill those spaces in our schedule where people want to throw in the occasional gaming night or party night or whatever it is, just because schedules are so tough to do this with.
Now that we all suddenly are like almost having real lives.
I
again.
know, right?
Mhm.
It's like I
Weird.
can do games in person. Amazing. Who knew? I can actually
Still
like,
haven't done that in years.
be a person in an actual role-playing game and like sit across from someone and speak without
It's a lot of fun.
technical difficulties causing problems. Anyway,
Feels great.
that it does feel great. And I'll tell you what else feels great, being here on Twitch with you folks. Thank you so much for making our 300 follower mark here on Twitch, which happened tonight live. Thank you so very, very much. And thank you as well for the 3 raids. I think this is the most raids we've ever had in a single night. So thank you guys for sticking around with us. And for all of you new subs, check us out. We've got some really cool stuff coming down the pike between now and probably the middle of the year. We've got obviously Call of Cthulhu and Alien and Dungeons and Dragons, and we've got other newer, cooler one-shots that I want to start sort of peppering here and there. Sarah wants to do Vaesen,
I'm working on it. I'm
which
getting
is
it
great.
together.
And a couple other people have mentioned that they want to do some stuff on the channel. I'm super psyched to turn the reins over to them. Oh, that's right. Zerobor. He's coming in with a new game next week. It's Rifts. Remember good old Rifts? Yeah. So he's doing Savage Worlds Rifts. Like he's taking my peanut butter and my fucking
I don't
chocolate
know that
and
at
doing.
all.
Oh my god, Savage Worlds is amazing, and Rifts
so
is like
fun.
from like back in the day. So
Who's
tune in for
playing
that
that?
shit. It's a
But-
brand new
but-
bunch of players for the most part.
Okay. I was going to ask if you wanted to do Dracula next week, but I guess you got the slot filled.
What did you say,
Well,
Scepter?
I have to say, did someone walk away with the peanut butter and chocolate after murdering 2 others?
Only an alien. Sorry, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
aliens.
mean, I think the aliens are about to when they murder me in Summers.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not going to die. I
yeah,
hope.
yeah. Maeve is the peanut butter in this sort of like strange chocolate and peanut butter sandwich thing. All right. Yeah, amazing.
Maeve is the Nutella.
The Nutella. Nutella's dangerous shit. All right.
I still can't believe they call Radio Shack now.
That was
Getting
great.
weirder
I
and
love
weirder
that.
the more
So
That's
good.
amazing. Please,
good.
please survive. Please. Can you just survive, please? All right, that's it for this amazing episode of the Frontier War. Stick around and catch us on all the kind of cool stuff that we do. As Sarah said, we've got Cobalta coming up on Mates of Fate's channel on Saturday. So you can go and check them out on twitch.tv/Mates of Fate. I think it's at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, something like that. Check out their schedule.
I'm pretty sure it's 8:30.
8:30. There we go. 8:30.
It's 8:30.
Fantastic. And we can't wait to play with them. And yeah, that's it for now, folks. Remember, unless anyone else has anything to say, take care of each other. But don't forget to take care of yourselves. We love you. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.